second, and intro.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Woo-wee! Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, -1, Algie857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Sticks.
And your boy Big Chuck, what up?
And today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest. We have a lead game designer, programmer, writer on the indie game called INFINI. Developed by Barnack. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Emeric Morin. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Coming on.
No problem, no problem, man.
All right.
Yeah. Good to have you. Good to have you.
Uh,
Now ready to get this started.
Yes,
cheers and welcome to everyone in the chat. What's good?
Yeah.
Let us know what you're drinking and playing.
I know what I'm drinking. Actually, I don't.
Yeah, you have no idea.
It's open.
Yeah, we started early here, guys. We started early.
We sure did.
We're going to, our usual format. We talk about the games we've been playing.
Of course.
Since we have a guest, I'd like to know what you've been playing, man.
So one game that I've played recently that I've really enjoyed is Coochie.
We all love
I like that game too.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best game ever.
The game is spelled C-U-C-C-C-H-I.
Wow.
Oh,
And
okay.
It's a game we all play.
It's a very artistic game with like very simple gameplay, but the visuals, just the way all the graphics are rendered, and the way you move around the environment is very, very special. And the sound is really well done, really well worked. The music is amazing. So it's a very artistic experience. It's not so much on the gameplay, but it's really amazing.
Is it like what kind of game is it? Is it like a platformer, a puzzle game?
Well, that's the thing. It's kind of an
It's an artistic game. Where
I
there's
don't want to say too much, but you like walk around a lot
Okay.
in an environment, and you like explore stuff. And sometimes there are like a little bit of gameplay where you're like playing a bit of kind of Pac-Man, where you're like being chased around by things, and you got to find an exit or like a labyrinth.
Oh, cool.
Mixed with Pac-Man.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's really, really interesting. Every level brings like a new way of like rendering graphics with like a different visual style. It's very, very well done.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
There's so many different kinds of games out there, man. It's crazy.
Oh,
Really, really crazy.
thousands of games.
Yeah.
Innovation everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Thousands weekly.
Yeah, weekly.
Yeah,
That
pretty much.
eShop is out of control, man.
Yeah. eShop. What about the Steam?
Oh, I can't even look over there, dude. I can't even look over at
It's another
Steam.
world.
All
Yeah,
right.
man.
Anything else?
Yeah.
I've been playing some other bigger games like Escape from Tarkov. I've started playing that game. So I think a lot of people know about the game. A very realistic shooter, or like playing teams where you just try to like survive. You're on a map, you try and gather stuff and escape without dying, and you just try and loot stuff and accumulate stuff. And yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played many of them.
What?
As popular as games like that are, I haven't played many at all.
What? The
Battle Royale games?
Yeah, Battle Royale.
I haven't been on a map
you haven't been
on any games. Not even Halo. I haven't even touched Halo online.
I don't know
At all.
what you're waiting for.
I've been very afraid to play anything. Like, I haven't played an open world game in.
I'm still trying to find Dr. Dre and Grand Theft.
Oh, wow.
It's not easy.
Wow.
Now that those games are intimidating right now to me, man.
Yeah.
I've been sticking to a lot of the Metroidvanias under 18 hours.
Yeah.
But,
All right.
Anything else, or is that the two you've been messing with right now?
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Two's a lot nowadays.
That is
Yo,
a lot.
that's a
is a lot.
smart thing to do, because Turbo, who's not here right now, he plays like 6 games at a time.
No,
It's
like
like
9.
He plays 9 for the
He plays
year.
9.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat any of them.
No, he plays 9 and just doesn't stop adding to it. He'll drop one and add another.
He's like, did you
Yeah.
beat that game yet? No.
He's like, nah, stop for a second to pick up Dragon Balls. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Let's not. He's not here. Let's not talk about
Oh, no,
Dragon
he's
Ball
about,
right
to, he's
now.
about to pop up in the chat any second.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
He's popping up.
He heard me say it. He's like,
Uh-oh.
So who wants to kick it off over here?
Actually, let's start with Chalk, man. What you been playing, man?
Chalk's drinking.
No,
We know what games you've been playing. So.
Nah, I finished the Yuito's campaign for Scarlet Nexus. That game is fire.
How long is the game?
Long.
Yeah.
If you do everything, it'll take you upwards of 40 hours.
Really?
And that's just
And you gotta do
One
two.
path. That's one path.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's an 80-hour game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I ain't got that time, man.
Ugh.
I'm gonna
got
run
this.
back through it with Kasane, but I'm gonna have all my upgrades so the bosses won't be able to do nothing to me.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's good. Recommend it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So if I'm gonna play
if
that-
you like Astral Chain, play that game.
So if I got to play that, I got to get fired from my job, and then I could probably
Yeah.
knock it
No.
out.
Yeah, that's
No, you
gotta
can
do
do it
Yeah.
and then get fired
Okay.
because of it.
Or you can
Okay.
just, or you could quit. You could quit too.
You can just have some discipline. How about that?
No.
No,
Okay.
no, we don't
Too
need
much.
that. That's
Too much work.
That's too much work. Dude. What are you talking about? Discipline.
And that's Bandai Namco, right?
Yeah, very good game. Excellent. I recommend it. Astral Chain fans, you would enjoy it.
Oh, like myself?
okay.
I'm an Astral Chain advocate.
Same here.
Yeah, you would enjoy it. And then there's finally picked Dragon Ball Fighter Z back up.
Oh,
Oh wow, it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been months. I haven't played that game in months.
What?
Yeah, I haven't played that game in months. And rusty, very rusty.
It's been months.
Very rusty. I had trouble beating the computer.
Wow. Well, that's how you start.
Not
That's how you,
different.
that's how you start off.
But yeah, good time. So I still there's a lot of love for that game. I'm waiting for more DLC.
More?
Praying for Raditz.
That's not the.
You didn't get the lab coat yet?
Wow.
No, Lab Coat's out.
I don't know. That's like the last thing I heard that was even happening to it.
Yeah, Lab Coat 21 is going to be a DLC character. I need Raditz in that game.
Get the,
Raditz.
I'm surprised he's not in it.
Because he'd be dead in 2 seconds.
No, he wouldn't. If Krillin can survive the game, if Yamcha can survive the game, if Tien can survive the game, then Raditz can survive the
Yeah,
game.
watch what you say about Tien, please. Thank you.
Tien's a badass in that game. Maybe you should learn how to play it.
Eventually, I'll get around to it.
Uh-huh.
I'll get around to it.
Roach
Anyway.
Balba, we will ask that question
Yeah.
in a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to ask in the chat. You can go ahead. We'll
I will
bring it up.
backtrack and I will.
Yeah, we'll
and I'll
bring it
ask
up.
them.
Yep.
All right, who's next?
next?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
I have been playing Blaster Master 03.
You didn't beat that yet?
No. It's I looked at it, I was about halfway through. I'm probably about 70% through now.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get there. Probably half the week, well, 2 days or something.
Better than the other ones?
They opened it up weirdly, so like you can teleport to different areas, and it's kind of like, I don't know. The other games are more like a Metroidvania type, where you go back and forth between levels. But in this one, you have a map, and you can switch around through the map and teleport in the
Oh,
map.
they opened that shit up.
So it's kind of different.
Okay.
And it took me a while to understand how to like and figure out where everything is and try and remember little doors and stuff here and there, and how to read the map and all this stuff.
Do you
But
think that kind of thing was necessary for that game to get better, or did you want it more of the same?
I prefer the other one. I
Okay.
prefer the other way. But
Did it hurt it?
if it as an overall rating, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not bad, especially after I got used to it. But the level design is a little off because it's like it just seems like they throw a lot of stuff in, and the colors are weird. Like it's a lot of like you're in another dimension type thing, so
Oh.
it's weird. But I'm looking forward to seeing the way the story goes. 'Cause the story is still good. I did beat Near Replicant.
Okay.
At the one ending. There's
It's all you need, man. It's all you need. You don't
Nowadays-
need all the endings. You don't need all the
nowadays-
endings.
Did you
I
get the
told
best
you.
ending?
No.
That's
You
what
gotta do
YouTube.
100%.
That's YouTube, man.
You got
that's
100%. You got 100% the game to get the best ending.
Oh, chill.
So
Or you could just log into YouTube. And
no, I told you. I said, listen, if it requires me to fish, I will never get that ending,
No,
and
no,
it
that's
requires me to fish, so I'm not getting that ending. But it intrigued me. I had been watching lore stories and stuff of people who actually studied the game and telling me about stuff I might not have realized.
Yeah.
And I've been throwing that on like for a couple, like 3 hours. Like they have long talks about this thing. So
Isn't that cool though when you can do that with any type of medium? Like even with movies, like
Yeah.
if you finish watching a movie, I like watching the lore.
I like people who went into it way more than me,
Right,
and
right.
can pull
I
out
have
stuff.
something to add to that when it's my
Yeah.
turn because I just watched something about something I didn't understand and I was just like,
It's
I
intriguing.
appreciate it
Right.
way more now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's intriguing.
wow, that shit is
Yeah.
brilliant.
So I've been pretty occupied this week with stories about Nier Automata and Replicant and Gestalt, like all the games. And there's so much. Oh my gosh, you don't even understand. They had like a musical, like a Broadway type show, and they had lore, actual story lore in that show.
what?
Not the first, the fifth one. They read different epilogue endings at the end of the show.
In what
voice,
game?
The voice actors on Nier.
Oh,
Nier
shit.
Automata.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, what? And then they said, oh, in the on other games they have story that's actually from their game in like Final Fantasy 14 as downloadable content.
Jesus.
And other games, and on the phone they have other stuff in there. They have other things in like paperwork that's part of the story. I'm like, what? How? This is everywhere. There's
that's
no way.
That's like that. What the hell is it? What they call it? Something. It's the something reality.
Augmented reality?
No. It's like there's a story. It's like a meta
It's
type of
in
thing.
the real world though.
Yeah.
It's in the metaverse.
It's like
But-
hidden in different things, but it's like part of the story.
And they go into Drakengard because the fake ending in that, the joke ending leads into the game,
Wow.
and that brings magic to this world. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
They went in on that.
So I've been watching that, and I'm still intrigued. I might play like the next two endings because I think I just have to play through normal, and I get different side stories of the characters. Help me understand some of the characters in the game too. I do like the characters in this game. Remember, what's his name? Emil, the head, the guy comes out wearing the stupid the circle head.
I don't know
You
who
played Automata, so
Maybe.
like their mascot character.
Maybe.
Big part of the game. But he was in that game as a child, and it went into how he became that version and that person and like skeleton face or whatever. You know that thing. But
If I saw it, I'd know in 2 seconds.
oh yeah,
That sounds like a.
I just
Star-
beat it. I beat it so long ago. I just don't remember.
yeah.
It's been a long time.
But they did dive into the characters in there. I know you would probably have a problem with what the chick is wearing in it, but there is a reason. It's obvious. Like it looks like such fan service when you're watching. It's like, why is your ass crack out? But there's a reason, and it's like a weird thing. And I understand it now, but if you just watched it and played or seen screenshots, you'd be like, man, what the hell are you wearing lingerie for? Please. What are you doing? Why is
Got to
that?
save the world, man. Got to save the world.
Exactly.
You gotta save the perverts. Man. You gotta save the perverts.
In the least practical battle attire ever.
Yeah, but dude, it's not even,
There's a reason
not
for
even
it.
a girl.
Oh.
It's weird. So weird. So
All
weird.
right.
Oh.
So weird.
Oh.
That's like-
It's the first of its kind in the game.
That's like Star Wars, how they have like side characters that you see for 2 seconds, but there's like a whole backstory, and you're like, wait, what? How the heck?
You actually have a party in Replicant.
Like a.
There's two people who help you fight while you're fighting.
I thought you were talking about like an actual party.
party.
I was like, I'm like, wait, they throw a party? What kind of game is this, dude?
Well, that's the hell of an ending. It's the best
You pick the
ending.
game, they invite you, there's like an address. So you
No, that's only Final Fantasy.
And then you throw a party. What the hell?
They only
they
throw,
come to your
they only-
house. Hey.
They only throw parties in Final Fantasy. Nothing else. You think they celebrate a little more?
Oh my God, help me.
But yeah, that game isn't better than Automata by a long shot. But
Doesn't sound it. But it's
Oh,
a prequel.
no,
It's a
let me-
prequel.
Let me just go through one real quick thing. There's a town, right?
All right.
And the premise of this entire town is a dream state. Like you talk to them, they're like, I'm in a dream, something's wrong with it. You got to go in and figure out what's happening. You talk to these people in there, they tell you stories. The entire town is words. Like you're just reading. It's text. You have to read a story. They ask you questions about what happened. And it's a literal 40-minute novel to get through this area in the game. And I was like,
You didn't stop playing?
are you kidding me?
I would have stopped playing.
There's a boss. You have to go through and find out. Oh, you make a left turn here. You make a right turn. It's like literal, like just the word, like
the
old
DOS,
school,
like a
yeah,
DOS-based game where you
the first
text-based.
game ever made. Like I was like, are you kidding me
So you
with this?
so you had to make choices like
Yeah, but you know what? I skipped the whole shit. So it's so much.
I
reading.
was just about to say, I would have skipped that in
It
seconds.
was so much
There is
reading.
no way.
I was intrigued, but it was like you turn here, and then the narrator's talking, like, and you're reading, and he's like, "I didn't say that." Like talking to themselves in the thing, like they're telling you that you said something. He's like, "I didn't say that." What do you mean, the narrator? But like I went the wrong way. It said game over. I was like, "Oh, word,
wow.
game over." And I tried to remember which way I went the opposite way, and did another left, right turn, whatever. Passed it. I was like, yo, I got out of that.
on some
I got out
bullshit?
of that. Yeah, just guess.
Oh, wow.
I just guessed. Took this.
Next step was go on YouTube.
was
How do
like-
I get out of this?
It was
Yep.
like Fantasy Stars map, the 3D map.
oh my
It's
God.
like trying to remember which way to go. But I went through that, and then the other one was like they were asking questions about if it was like riddles. I was like, oh, I didn't read it. So what's the riddle? What's the answer?
I suck at riddles. I'm awful.
So I got it wrong, went
Awful.
back in, got it wrong, went back in, got it right. Because there was only 3 choices. And I got through it.
Process of elimination, man. That works.
Yeah, man. It was rough. It was
That's
rough.
great.
I got through that. I was like, oh, that was a boss? That paragraph was a boss? And I got out of that area so fast. And he was like, oh, you want to hear a story? I went back. He's like, you want to hear a story? I was like, no. No.
I don't want to hear no story. I'm good.
Especially
get
when
out
I'm
of
trying
this
to
town.
beat it at like 30 hours in. I'm like, I gotta try to beat this fast. I can't do it. I'm gonna let somebody tell me this story. I did hear about them when I was listening. I heard about the stories. They were pretty cool, but yeah, it's crazy. That game is crazy. But yeah, Automata all the way. That's the way to go. But this one isn't bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for Tactical Tuesday, I played. Actually, first, before I even go into this, I got my Christmas present late from my older sister. She gave me $50 eShop, Nintendo eShop gift card. So I said, all right, you know what? This is awesome. It was a nice surprise.
It's like the best and worst gift at the same
Oh
time.
yeah, no. I'm telling
Just
you.
gonna go
More
on a-
games.
I'm telling you,
Just a spending spree.
the
Gift and a
games that I
curse.
bought, like everything that I had a thing, it was like anything under $10. That was my rule. So I literally bought like
It's like 50 games.
yeah, no, for real. Like there was one. What was it? I told you the one I bought. Gorilla. What the hell is it? Red Faction. Gorilla.
Oh, that shit was $3 or something. I saw it
No,
today. Yeah, that
it was. Yeah, it was three. It was
Yeah,
$2.
$3.
It was
Yeah.
like a $2
two and change or something.
The remaster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I-
a steal,
I
by
said-
the way.
I
That's a
said-
steal.
I said, yeah.
That's a
That's
steal.
That's a fun ass game.
Bought it. And then a bunch of puzzle games. The two that I played this week. One obviously for Tactical Tuesday. If you watched it, it's a game called Grindstone.
That's interesting.
It's a action puzzle game.
Yeah, it was weird looking.
It's very weird. It's freaking fun. It's an interesting way to play.
If you just look at it, you think it's like Candy Crush or something.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, hold up.
It kind of is like all right. They have these enemies called creeps, and you have
What
to.
are you in the club?
And you have to. Yeah, you have
it
to
takes
slay.
place in a nightclub.
So you gotta slay them, right? But they have to. You can only kill the ones of the same color. So there's like 4 colors in the game, and they all have different abilities, and they don't attack you, but when they start, there's like this aura around them, which means that they can attack you, but they can only attack you from. They can't attack you diagonally, just from top, bottom, left, and right. Okay. So it's interesting, man. And like certain items you can grab, and chests you can grab, and then like there's side weapons that you can get to that you can forge new weapons, and they give you new abilities and
pretty
stuff.
deep. It's like action chess.
Yeah, but the thing that got me the most, like right off the bat, after like playing for like 5 minutes, the thing that grabbed me was the music. It was so like relaxing,
Creep didn't grab you?
and yeah, no, but every aspect of the game had unique music, and it was like trip hop, almost like hip hop, but it was like relaxing, and then like I was just like, wow, like I can hear this, like I can hear big name artists like rapping to some of these tracks. I'm like, wow, this is good.
They look pretty polished. What was that with
Yeah.
his resting face after he kills all those people?
Oh yeah.
He just sits there.
The
Like,
animation,
his face is hilarious.
the art style was reminiscent of. I never watched the cartoon, but it was like Adventure Time, like that style, like it's really well animated.
Adventure Time is good, man.
But no, it's a good game though. I was addicted to it, and the boss battle, I got stuck on him because I didn't know how to fight him. Like he threw bombs or whatever, and then I figured it out eventually. I was like, oh, okay, interesting game. I like it.
Okay.
And it was on sale at the eShop. So I don't know if it still is, but that was one game I enjoyed and I played this week. The other game, I got sucked. I almost beat this game actually. I'm like,
What happened?
I almost got sucked into the game. Like, no, but
I was trying to let that one go.
the other game, I started.
Good catch.
It's a game called Carry On.
Oh, that creepy ass fucking.
yeah.
I know that game.
It's a
just eating people
platform.
and shit.
It's a horror platformer where you play as the villain. You play as a blob.
Isn't it like
Alien
Katamari
blob.
Damacy? You like eat things when you're moving around?
Yeah, no.
Like evil.
It's
Don't you
yes.
get bigger as you eat?
Huh?
You get bigger?
You do, but you don't get like you don't take up the whole damn screen.
Yeah, I mean,
but it's like you
Concept wise, it's kind of like
it is and it isn't because it's
look cool. I seen the trailer.
it's a freaking interesting game. The controls are smooth.
Looks
they're
gross,
really
though.
they're really good.
It's graphic, right? Let's
It's super graphic. Yeah. Like
yeah.
you eat people and it's like you just dismember them and it's just I just got sucked into the game. Like I couldn't stop playing it. And then I was like, how long does it take to beat this? Like, is this because it's almost like a Metroidvania, but it's not because you don't get a map. So
geez.
yeah, so and I get lost easily in games. So there was a few times I got stuck, but I just kept playing it, and I'm like like 4 hours into the game, and then I looked it up online, like on the what is that website? How long to beat? So I looked it up, and it said 4.5 hours.
So you're right there.
So I'm like,
There you go.
Oh, really? That's the average.
That's
time to beat.
refreshing. A 4.5 hour
Yeah,
game.
man.
That's so refreshing.
And there's also a DLC that free DLC that was added to it.
Carry out.
Oh boy.
I had to. Kev's not here. I had to do it. You need your dad joke.
Oh boy. Anyway, highly recommend the game, guys. Check it out if you get a chance. I don't know if it's still on sale, but if you can get it on the cheap, man, highly recommend.
Shouldn't be
it.
too expensive. That
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, it's a fun game.
I
Well,
forgot
that's
to
pretty much
mention a game that I played.
Oh, what's up?
What'd you play?
Now your turn's over.
I played Smash Brothers Ultimate for Fighter Fridays.
Oh,
nice.
Well, actually, no, I didn't play Smash Brothers Ultimate.
It
I
played you.
got my ass whooped.
You got paid.
You got.
I was
played.
actually just about to. That was gonna be the first thing I spoke about. That was
You go ahead.
That was there was murderers and killers in the Smash Ultimate Arena. There was
Yeah,
it was a very competitive.
that was not for the faint of heart.
That was a very competitive outing. It was pretty fun. I mean, shout out to who was it, Ryugun? Ryugun won the most matches with King K. Rool. Hyper Slap did a good job. Danny. I think there was another guy's name who I forgot was Lil Mac who did pretty good too. But everyone played well. Everyone was playing good.
King K. Rool's banned.
King K. I want to see if he could use someone else besides him. I would love to see that. Just a little challenge for him. But I owe him a couple of receipts next time we play. But no, we had some good matchups. He got me. He got the upper hand on me for that. But it was awesome. Those were like 18 heads in the chat. People were popping in and out of the arena and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that was crazy.
But
And I love my plot armor. So no matter, even if I
You
lost,
have to
I
be
was
there.
still in the next. I was still in the next fight.
yeah, that was like I was like, man, get Chalk out of here.
Yeah, that's all y'all did the entire night. Y'all beat my ass the entire night.
Nah,
It was
you
crazy.
Rack up L's.
Yeah.
I did.
First loss gets the L, right?
Bro, I got all the L's, bro.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. Been playing a lot of that lately. Been practicing Smash. Played Spider-Man DLC finally in Avengers because I haven't had time to mess with it. I played like 3 hours of it.
3 hours already.
Yeah, he's pretty dope, man. They made him good for it. That's Avengers. That's like they made him like he doesn't feel like he does in the other games. Like he feels like heavier. Like Avengers is like a
Yeah.
heavier feel.
Yeah, he feels
And the
like
other ones he just like paper, just flying around everywhere. But in this he's just like, but he has so much impact on his hits. It's very, very cool. So I played with him for a bit. I wanted to add to what you were saying about the lore because I finished Blasphemous like 2 weeks ago, like completely finished it, and I don't understand a lot of stuff in that game. So
Somebody
I'm like,
does.
yeah. So I'm like, and I went on to someone's page. I wish I could give him a shout, but I forgot. It was 18 minutes, and he just explains the entire regular story, what happened, and he explains the DLC, and I was like, wow.
So you see the power of that.
I was like, wow. And then the ending, I was like, that is no wonder I liked it so much. I just didn't understand. I didn't understand why I liked it, but I liked it because there was a reason that I just didn't understand.
What did I just watch?
Because my
What did I
brain
just
is
play?
so small. But no, it's really cool. I mean, there was some stuff that I did know about, but I didn't understand the reason behind it. So they explained everything in detail, and I was like, okay, this is why it was so intriguing at the end. And okay, that's why that person turned on that. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, this is good. This is real good.
Blasphemy.
For anyone who has not played that game, that is top 3 indie games I've ever played. Top 3. Easily. I love that game. But
Would you like a Berserk made that way?
oh my God, I wouldn't be able to handle that, dude. I would probably have a heart attack. I'd probably have a heart attack. playing
2D Berserk.
Oh my gosh.
Playing his
They have
guts.
another one coming out called Last Faith. It's a Kickstarter. And it's I think it might be co-op.
Oh damn!
As soon as I saw that, I was like,
How are you gonna play with both controllers?
how am I gonna play with both controllers? You bugging. You are bugging.
And they got a Blasphemous 2 coming though. Right?
Yeah, Blasphemous too. Yeah.
That's supposed to be what, this year?
That ain't coming out
Next
this year.
year?
Hell no.
Next year?
I would probably say 2023 or beginning of 2024, depending on because I think the story and like all that stuff and the voice acting probably takes a lot longer than a lot of the programming.
Yeah,
Because their voice acting is crazy and the music, whoo, God,
I
Plus they
do
need
like the
time to-
soundtrack, man.
soundtrack is crazy.
I haven't played it yet, but I listen to the crap. Like,
Dude,
I listen to it.
I
All
told
the
you I
time.
played 7 hours and I did the wrong thing and I said, shit, I have to start over. And then I played it for like 2 seconds after that and 8 hours just knocked it out because the music puts you in the mood, like just to be in that environment. It's just so brilliant.
Plus, they need time for therapy after drawing that stuff.
Yo, that's some crazy. I don't know how they do that stuff, but it's dope. It's dope. But yeah, that's all I played was the Avengers, Spider-Man, and Little Smash Brothers.
Nah,
I'm starting something soon, damn it. I gotta start something soon.
I got some new stuff coming
Okay.
soon.
But you know what that means?
Yeah.
What's that?
It means it's time.
Oh wait, not yet. Just wanted to make a quick announcement, guys. If you guys already don't know, if you look in the description, all the articles are linked in there. So check it out.
Yeah.
So you know what Sticks is looking up right now.
Yeah.
Why he's fumbling? He's fumbling with his phone.
He's trying to open up the articles. Like, oh shit.
I got it.
All right, good.
That means it's time for the news.
Wait, I started. See,
You started early.
I recovered.
You
though.
started early. You started early.
Yeah, we helped you. We helped
Yeah,
you.
we helped you out there.
Yeah, I kind of want to keep it going. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
I heard that. I was listening. I'm like, he's gonna stop. He's gonna stop. He's gonna stop.
Production value. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's how it was recorded. That's the real song. All right. First news. Resident Evil Code Veronica is getting a remake this year. Not from Capcom, but from the fans.
From the fans.
From the
yeah.
fans. Because Capcom didn't even announce this.
And
What could they possibly be doing?
They should have.
All right. So, I mean, I saw there's a trailer out. There's actually a demo out for it. I did not check out the demo.
I didn't look at
planning-
either one.
I'm planning
I saw
on
the trailer.
I'm planning
How
on
is
checking out the demo soon.
Play it on the channel.
I don't know, maybe. Let's see how it is.
Play it on the channel.
I don't know, maybe. Well, listen, they're trying to do it in the way that Resident Evil 2 and 3 were made, like the remakes. And that's a big undertaking, especially considering that was like an original Resident Evil, like the old school type.
Yeah.
So
Last of the fixed camera, I think. Was it fixed camera? No.
Uh,
Yeah.
It was
It was kind of
It was.
semi.
it was
was
all
a
polygons.
transitioning.
It was all polygons, but you can move it.
It was like the first transition from.
It wasn't static.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people missed that. A lot of people missed
I
the
do.
fixed
Pictures?
camera.
I do.
No, the fixed camera.
I like that.
So you don't know what's around the corner. That's what leads to it being scary.
It's like a security camera.
Yeah,
No
mix it
thanks.
up. Mix it up. You don't like horror games. That's why.
No, sir.
They said it's been in development since 2019 and will be released for free at some point in 2022. That's
If it doesn't get
For
canceled.
free.
as they said as 3 separate chapters and for free. Yeah.
If they don't get shut down.
That's the thing. So Capcom isn't really. I mean, I can't say that because some Mega Man games came out and they like finished them and they were free, like the Mega Man vs Street Fighter and all that.
Yeah.
Those all came out.
Mega Man 2.5D.
Yeah, that came out. This all comes down to if Capcom is actually working on this and is going to do it in that remake fashion. Because if they are, this is going to get
It's gotta
canceled
be
next
gone.
week.
Yeah.
Next week is going to be like, oh yeah, you're done, because you're doing the same thing that we're doing, and that's when companies don't put up with it. And when it can, especially if it's free.
Yeah.
How about they just be like, listen, we can fix that up a little bit. We can take that from you. We can pay you, and then we'll do this and bring it out this year. If they're not working on it,
Yeah.
apparently they're working on Resident Evil 4.
They're working on Marvel vs. Capcom.
That has nothing to do with it.
I know.
Emeric, are you familiar with the Resident Evil series? Or Code
I am,
Veronica?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've played a bunch of them. I started playing when I was really young, so I have a strong attachment to the Resident Evil series. When I was young, I was really scared playing those games.
Nice.
Very
Sure.
addictive.
Nice. What's your
It'd be-
favorite?
You got to be 18.
What? No, my favorite, I think, Resident Evil 2.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
We share that.
right.
What's your take on Code Veronica?
Well, that fans are making a remake, I think, or the original.
Oh, the original. How'd you like that one?
The original, I didn't really play that much of Code Veronica. It looked really good, but I think it was on Dreamcast, and I didn't have a Dreamcast growing up, so never got to really play the game.
Well, now's your chance, hopefully.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Especially if they do it. Like, you played the remake of Resident Evil 2?
I haven't. No.
Oh, you're missing out. You got a lot to do
if
this
you're-
year.
If that's your favorite, you're doing a disservice from not playing it.
They
All right,
improved on
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
It's so good.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah, that was always my favorite. But playing that one, it's like up there with it.
They,
Right.
they
If
did a
not,
great
if not
job.
better, it's up there with it.
They did
Yeah.
such a great job on 2 remakes.
The stuff they added was
Oh my god.
work of art, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So they're planning on doing it that type of way in that graphical style, with it being kind of not it's
Over the
third
shoulder.
person over the shoulder type
Yeah.
view. They said there's multiple languages and a light version for PCs with low resources is also planned, so you can play it on a crappy computer.
Like, I want to know what team. Like obviously it's fan made, but like, is it like a team of?
I don't know.
fans that did
It
or
looks
is it
it's
like,
a big undertaking to do. They said in 3 parts though. They're doing it like Final Fantasy VII remake.
I see.
Must be only a couple of them.
They said 4 hours each. So 4 hours each. This is a long time though.
But if you see, I saw the trailer, man. I'm like, damn, it looks.
I saw the
looks
trailer
good.
for a homemade game that looks very good.
Very polished.
There is something about it that makes me say it's definitely not Capcom though.
The crosshairs.
It's something about
That's what I
how
was gonna
the camera is moving when they're moving. It's something small.
There's a. You
But
can
there's
always tell
something
by that.
about
There's
it.
a polish thing.
Yeah,
there's a
there's
polish
something
thing.
in the trailer. Like that's why I want to play the demo
I gotta watch that trailer.
to try it because I know the kickback when they shoot the guns can be improved too because the zombies don't like. They're just walking through it. I'm like, come on. But it's not done, obviously.
Right.
And it's just to show you what they're working on. And this is a big, lofty goal. And it's a huge undertaking to have somebody like a regular non-paid team to do.
Right.
Even to look the way it does right now, it looks crazy.
Well, that's a screenshot of the actual gameplay. I
looks
paused the
damn
video
good.
and I took
Looks
a
like
screenshot.
Resident Evil 3 remake.
Yeah.
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 They
What's it
did
look
a
like?
Just to
really
show you,
good
just
job.
raining in that
Yeah.
scene too. So it looks good.
Atmosphere, man.
The lighting is good.
And they have
Yeah.
a lot of good environments in that game, and that if they did it that way, it's oof,
Yeah.
it's be incredible.
Yeah.
I like to see how it comes out and like what Capcom does. I want to know if they're gonna let it happen, and if they do, that's awesome. And what if they do let that happen? What else is coming out from people?
Man.
There's a lot of talented people out there. Maybe they might hire some of them because if they could do this at home, imagine with a budget and a studio.
Yeah.
Like, come on, they understand it obviously.
Yeah.
So, I mean, check out the demo, check out the trailer, and let us know in the comments how you feel about Resident Evil Code Veronica getting remade, but not from Capcom. Do you want Capcom to actually take this over and do it themselves, or would you just want the fans to do it because Capcom is taking their sweet ass time? Let us know.
Moving on.
No, not yet. Hold on.
He said not yet. Hold on. You see his thumb scrambling for that shit.
Hold on. So, Days Gone director claims Sony made it feel like a disappointment. And I'd have to agree. Because without knowing anything about the sales of Days Gone, seeing just reviews and seeing the, reaction from Sony themselves, you'd think that Days Gone would be like one of the worst selling titles on the system.
Yeah, but it's all a bunch.
It's all a lot.
Apparently, it's not the case. They've sold quite a bit. And they just went on record saying Ghost of Tsushima sold 8 million. And they were saying how, that's a first, like, it's not a sequel. It's a it's a new title. And it sold that much. So they're gloating and saying, great job, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, Days Gone sold the same amount.
No, I thought it sold a little bit more.
Well, I'm getting there.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Before it came out on PC. So it sold the same amount, if not a little more. And then it sold 1 million and about 1.5 million or so on PC after it came out.
All right.
And Sony didn't say congratulations on a great title for that. So I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, I understand that the ratings of the game, because of how it came out, it was a rocky start because there was glitches and stuff like that. So the main review score of it was pretty low, like maybe in the 60s or so.
I played that shit a year later.
No, because of the updates. That
Well, it's been
weren't there.
fixed. It got fixed.
Later.
So that's what sucks about not being able to go back in and change the original score.
Especially for a new IP.
Right.
Yeah. So they polished it up. It
Right.
it is much better than what that would tell you.
The story's incredible. That game's incredible.
But that
That's
makes
why-
makes me also think like because like you said you played it. I haven't played it, but
Man, it's awesome. Amazing.
I
game.
hear nothing but good things about the game.
That's why I don't.
Well, here's what I'm going to
go
say.
ahead.
I'm going to say that maybe it's something personal, like something internal.
Well,
Like one
someone
of the-
bounced from the company. I
Right,
think
so-
one of the main guys left to the company.
There
And
you
they're
go.
like, if he's gone, that's what dooms the hopes of having a sequel to that game.
They said it was a rough. Like when they were making it, it wasn't easy.
Yeah,
There was a lot going on.
That
Gotcha.
sucks.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure that somebody like a Sony exec like had it out for somebody. And
Plus, the main
something
team
happened.
isn't there
Yeah.
anymore.
Something happened.
it,
in
it
there.
seems personal. It doesn't seem like
And
because the
it's-
sales numbers are like you said.
I recommend that
they're
game
there,
to
so-
anyone. It's so good. Like talk to Jen from Retro Rivals. Like she said, it's incredible. Like the story, the voice acting. is so good, and the fact of that not being talked about as having a sequel, and it's one of my predictions for 2022. So they better, so they better like someone's got to figure out something, because like you can't just let that game just all right, no, we're done, and that's it.
Well, so this is the thing. If it really comes down to the ratings and why they treated it the way it did, this is the only medium where you can come out with your project and improve upon it after time. Like in movies, if you come out with a movie that gets reviewed, it's the same movie. Everyone's watching the same movie as long as it's, and unless it's Star Wars and it gets changed with extra scenes.
Director's cut. And
oh no, that's a different thing though.
Resolution, HD remake or whatever.
Usually it's a different cut, different movie, and that just its own reviews. That's totally
director's
different.
cut and all that. Yeah.
This is the only thing. Music, I mean, yeah. Now with cloud music and stuff, you can change stuff in songs. I've seen it, Kanye and stuff. They've changed the song after it was released,
Right.
And that's now evolving. But still, video games are the only one that can grow like by the week and change little things here and there, make it better or worse. It's possible, but the fact that it was so polished by the end of its run, and obviously they might not have gave it the accolades that it deserved, also because they dropped the price to like $20 very early. So
That's how I got it.
yeah, exactly. So selling that 8 million might not have gotten them the same amount of money versus Ghost, which was $70, $60 to get to 8. That's a lot more money. So I can see that in the bank, they might be like, we congratulate Ghost of Tsushima, but Days Gone did all right, based on the bank account. Yeah. So maybe that's why. But creator said he came in and pitched the ideas for 2, and Sony was like, whatever. Because I think that another thing about it is that it might have been too close to their other games. Like a zombie game, they already had, The
Last of Us?
They had Last of Us 2 at the time.
Right.
And they were pushing that as their main title. Obviously it's got a show coming out. It's got another, apparently what some people on this team are working on is another remake of that. But that is their title for zombies. So if they're like, we got another zombie movie, but you're like, what are you going to push 2 of these for? Like as your main title, that's kind of weird, right? So that might be why they want to be like back up off this one and work on the other one.
I don't know.
And plus, it does matter because they took the people who made this and put them on that title. So they're like, we have more important things for you guys to do. Forget about that story. And the people who are left on the team, they apparently are working on not Days Gone 2, but another game that they're working on that's supposed to be a big open world type game. So that engine isn't being put, to rest. They're actually using it again for another game. It's just not going to be Days Gone.
I was gonna say that there's always room for another a game like that. Like there's Grand Theft Auto, right? And then there's Saints Row. Like those 2 franchises are similar, but they're different.
Same company doesn't make it though. That's the thing. That's the thing.
I think the
still,
problems it sucks though. It's really like if they came out with another, like they start from scratch with something else, that's nonsense. That's complete nonsense.
If they were smart, they would have pitched it as a spin-off. Like, this is the same world. And those characters could pop up in this game. How would that feel? Like, this is a big world. Let's include them in the same thing. Since it's the same company and the same zombies.
It's unfortunate.
Emeric, what do you think, man? What's your take?
I don't know. There's a lot of things, a lot of ways to look at it. I mean, just looking at the number of copies sold doesn't tell you a whole lot. There's basically just the basic price of the product, but there's also like how much did you sell while they were on sale in the special. But I think Days Gone was free on the PS Plus for a month.
Yeah.
So you don't know if they included those copies in the numbers, but oftentimes you do because you just want to have a bigger number. So even if the copies were free, you include them in. So yeah, just basing looking at the number of copies, I don't think tells you a lot about the success of a game by itself. So it'd be kind of weird to be frustrated by that. That like your game sold as many copies as another game, but you didn't receive the acknowledgement for it. So I think your take that there might have been something personal behind it is probably a good guess.
Okay.
But it could be like, if you're on YouTube and you get like, 100,000 subscribers and you get the award and you get to put that somewhere, and then the next person gets 100,000 subscribers and they're like, And I'm not sending you that. You're not getting that reward. If you look at it that simple, you're like, man, listen, I wanted my trophy.
That's what like it's
I gotta see
the more like you talk about the situation. I feel like something happened internally. It just feels like something happened.
You never get the whole
I want to
story.
see
you won't. Yeah, not unless someone just says, "Hey, let me interview me. I'm going to tell you everything." You know, but like
And
it
plus,
just
they
feels.
don't. They
was
still
gonna
want to
say.
work for them, so they're not going to badmouth them to death
Yeah.
unless they
Probably
really
signed.
fired everybody.
I'd like to see the pitch meeting.
They
I'd like
signed
to see
some NDAs.
Oh yeah.
Y'all ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just looking forward to maybe them using that engine to, so it's not a waste. Maybe you can get something good, if not better. I mean, the biggest thing they could do is make something bigger than Last of Us and be like,
Or better.
I told you.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
y'all gotta play Days Gone. You'll see the disappointment in my face right now. if it does not have a sequel, you'll understand the hurt that would happen to you also if you don't get a sequel to that game, because that game it's a special game. It's not even like it's good. No, it's a very special game, and it's at the moment not getting a sequel, unfortunately.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
But I made the prediction, so hopefully something can change.
Hey, they could surprise us if they like money. They could surprise us.
Hey, everyone likes money.
This is true.
Yeah.
Does it
So-
count if it's a spinoff?
No,
They didn't have
Oh,
DLC,
so you don't
right?
get the point if
They didn't have DLC.
that's right.
Yeah.
I said sequel. Yeah.
You did say sequel. Damn,
So
that sucks.
let us know if you guys played Days Gone, if you took advantage of it when it was free, you got it for PC, if you played it, and how you feel about it, and do you think it deserves more credit than it's gotten because of the early botched release?
Cyberpunk.
Exactly.
I still have it
Damn.
unopened.
Damn.
Unopened, man. I bought it day one.
Listen, it comes out in
Still have
February
I
apparently.
got mine on Black Friday.
No, it comes
so
out.
there
It
you
comes
go.
out in February apparently. That's when I'm touching it.
I'm not opening it.
No, it's
It's never
everyone
open.
has it. No
It's
one's
never being
playing
played. It's
it.
never being taken out the. No, man.
Nah, they have that big. They have that big rescue freaking update in February. So we'll see if they fix the game.
I'm waiting to get confirmation.
It's the new anthem.
I'll let you know.
It's the new
Yeah.
anthem.
Nah, $24.
Oh my
I think $24. It's good. It's good.
Oh man.
Okay. Nintendo Switch reportedly passes the lifetime sales of the Nintendo Wii.
Whoa.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Wii.
Wow.
That was not planned at all. That was not planned.
This pandemic is just padding.
Nah, it's nothing to do with that. It's called Wii.
Wow. Turbo, you're hearing spirit.
Oh, God.
You can't hit that note. He'd be like, Wii.
He'd be like, "Woo."
Emeric, did you have a Nintendo Wii?
No, I never had a Nintendo Wii.
Me neither. Me neither. But a lot of people did.
I did.
A lot of people.
I did.
You did. Oh, a lot of people did. It's very, very popular. I didn't think that was for the casuals and the hardcore. Mostly casuals, but and the grandmas out there with the bowling. But
Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
Bowling.
that's
was
on. I
ill.
said hardcore too. That's it.
Radiant Dawn.
Backwards compatible.
And Wii boxing, fire.
Yeah, man.
The Tails game.
We punch out, man. We punch out. Nope.
bowling.
Boxing
I said
Radiant.
I said bowling.
Boxing Radiant Dawn.
Boxing.
Just combine the titles.
But it sold quite a bit. I didn't think that anything was going to come close to that if it wasn't a handheld, which is Nintendo's kind of cheating because the Switch is a handheld also.
it's a
So
hybrid.
they basically took their
It's a hybrid.
yeah,
a hybrid
it's a handbrid.
It's handball.
Wow, dude, that was a stretch, man.
Ooh.
That was a stretch.
It works. But so they cheated though. So it's not a home console. So you can't really say it's the one of the top selling home consoles.
It's
but
a home
it is,
console.
though.
It's a home console.
Or
So-
handheld.
It was 100. What was it? 101.63 million units for the Wii, and the Switch just recently beat that.
Wow.
And I think it's number 6 right now in the top 10 or whatever.
Let me ask you this.
Very close to moving up to 5.
Do those numbers include like the other iterations of the Switch, like the Switch Lite?
Yeah.
And the OLED
It
probably.
shouldn't.
It should.
It
Yeah.
shouldn't. because the Switch
Well, the
Lite
OLED, yes, but not
the Switch Lite shouldn't.
It's a handheld.
because
It's a handheld.
it's strictly a handheld.
It
and
is.
I don't know why they.
They're all
nah,
handhelds.
man.
They're all handhelds.
No.
Well, that would be cheating.
Right.
The Switch Lite would be cheating.
That's why.
Yeah.
But it's included though. So
included.
That, so
It
I think
shouldn't
it's
be.
cheating,
Yeah,
man.
it shouldn't be.
It's
Nobody's buying a light.
cheating. Oh wow.
Probably didn't even hit like 100,000.
In Japan, it's like 2 million.
A couple people got it.
Oh,
I never seen one in the wild.
No.
But it surprised me. Actually, it doesn't surprise me with the reason it's been selling. Like that's been the only consistent sale this year.
Was it 5 years it's been out?
5 years. About 5 years.
Wow. Crazy man.
Yeah. And that used to be the lifespan. Like Nintendo, Super Nintendo,
They're
everything.
like, nah, we're good.
That was 5 years.
You guys come out with a new one? No, we're good. We're fine.
Apparently, we got another 2 before we even think about it.
Oh my gosh.
But where do you think it's going to fall overall by the end of its lifespan, depending on how long?
Oh, let's go to Emeric first.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to hear what
I'm just throwing the question out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what you were asking is how long do I think the
Lifetime.
Switch is going to continue?
Lifetime
the lifetime
sales,
of
do you
Switch?
think where it will
Oh.
end up?
Where it's going to end up?
Beating PS2.
But I think they're going to try and milk like everything they can out of the Switch, out of the format. So I
Okay.
think they're going to keep going for a while, and they're probably going to release like maybe a Switch Plus, something like that, where it's like a little bit more powerful than the Switch, but you basically have access to the same store and the same games and everything, and you're on the same software. So I'm guessing it's going to end up. It's going to go maybe another 50 million, maybe.
Okay. I think as long as they're making it, they're going to get rid of them.
See,
Yeah, people are gonna buy 'em.
originally I was, when it came out and it was doing well, I was like, they'll probably do like 120, something like that.
Right.
But now the fact that you got the OLED that came out and they have no sign of coming out with a Switch 2, I think as stubborn as Nintendo is, and sometimes very sleazy as Nintendo is, they're like, no, I want the top spot. We're gonna do whatever we can. We're gonna release a Switch Plus, a little stronger, and we're gonna get more. I think they're gonna try to get the top spot.
Beating Game Boy is
Oh,
rough
man.
because they had the Game Boy's out for how
I
long?
thought PS2
Like
was top.
15 years?
I thought PS2 was top.
PS2 was
gonna
top, but I'm saying
150.
beating Game Boy, that was out long, like a long time, and they counted every different Game Boy.
They'll probably make a Switch Game Boy.
Yeah,
the
It's gonna be
same
a
colors.
Switch fit.
You like Game Boy so much while you're like,
they need a
whoa.
foldable screen, man.
Oh,
they got so many different iterations of it.
Game
they
Boy
could do.
Advance SP.
Yeah, hell yeah, Switch SP.
I think they're coming for the top spot.
Listen, like I said, if they're still selling constantly, and if they're the only ones making the systems, they're the ones that are going to be selling
Yeah,
the systems.
yeah. 'Cause
And the
people
other
are-
systems
that's
still
true.
aren't going to be out
That's
for at
true.
least a year or so.
Because
Yeah.
people are buying new Joy Cons because they break every. Let me stop.
Joy-Cons cost more than
You're
the
not
system.
wrong.
And listen,
You're
the
not
thing
wrong.
is, this is the thing. They didn't even drop the price yet.
Nope.
No.
I mean, the Switch Lite is cheaper, but they didn't even drop the price of the original yet. Not even $50. If it goes down to like 200 for the original, that's when everybody's been waiting is going to pick that up. That's another how many million?
5 years already. No
That's-
price drop.
They're crazy.
5 years, no price drop. Yeah. Even when the new one came out, no price drop.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. They kept it the same.
Yeah.
And this is with the original Breath of the Wild. This is with Mario Odyssey. These all came out years ago.
This is what
And-
Mario Kart
And
8.
Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
think of
man.
the release of all these sequels that are rumored for like this year into next year.
Plus, you got Nintendo 64. That's what people were waiting for.
Oh man.
We even put Game Boy on there. They didn't do that yet.
But the interesting thing too is the more consoles they get, the more like developers are going to want to develop for the console.
Yeah.
So if they end up with like being like one of the most sold consoles ever, they're still going to get a lot of games being made for the console, and they're still going to get a lot of content.
Yeah.
So that's a very big plus they have going for them too.
Yeah, Indies are gonna be all over it.
They're
like
swimming.
they're over it now. They're all over it now.
I would just like them to fix up that eShop so it just looks I could find something.
If
Yeah,
they did
yeah.
that, maybe that'll be the next 100 million sold. Just gotta
never
fix
know.
that. This is the indie machine. That's what it'll be.
I want them to have a category for indie though in the eShop. Like that would be so much better.
Yeah, keep them separate from, the AAA. I don't want
Yeah.
that grouped together.
Then you wouldn't have to make a $250 game with what was it 300% off.
I still haven't played it yet.
Oh, that was
to
crazy.
make it $2. I was like, yo, it was $250.
Now
Emeric,
you're paying me to buy it?
Emeric, have you ever heard of a game called Membrane?
No,
It's an
I
indie game.
haven't.
It's an indie game called Membrane. I haven't played it. I own it, but when I bought it in the eShop, it was a $250 game with a slash, like a crossed out, and it was like 99 cents.
That was $2.50. It was 300% off or something. I was like, whoa, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So it is one of the tactics you can use on the Switch eShop. Is just try and have your game like almost always on a sale. You get so much more traffic that way. So you just boost the initial price, keep it always on special, and
Yeah.
200.
I like the eShop.
It's crazy.
The eShop on the Wii U. I know not many people had the system, but
Wii U.
the eShop on the Wii U was awesome, and also on the 3DS was awesome because they highlighted. There was like a whole category.
They shut that down.
For indies, and every day they would highlight a new indie game, like if it was just released. So you got this, you got to see, what was out. How many games do we see? Like
How many
I'm
games
like,
do we don't see?
Oh, we
is
don't
what you
see.
said.
Or you just discover by accident.
If I
'Cause you're
don't-
like, wait, if I didn't look through this, like scroll down, I would have never seen.
If I don't
this.
put a note or hit the heart on the
wish
eShop,
list.
if I forget,
reminder,
if
yeah.
I forget, that
That's
is gone. It's gone for. I will never see that again.
There were a
That's
couple
happened to me.
games that I saw, like probably like a year or two ago.
yeah,
Forgot to put them.
Oh, you'll never see it.
yeah,
You'll
and
never see it.
I forgot.
You got to watch the reruns of our show. There's nothing wrong with going back and watching
Yo.
those. They're on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, guys, nothing wrong with going back and watching some old content.
Yeah. Wink, wink.
Heavy metal in the chat.
oh,
We got a bunch of people in the chat.
what's going on?
Hey,
Harris Maris in the chat.
what up, Harris?
Emma was in the chat.
What up, Emerald Wizard? Welcome
yeah.
to the chat. Yes,
Turbo in the chat.
Turbo
It's Emma in the chat.
857.
If we missed y'all in the chat, type your name up in there. We see it.
Yeah.
Type again.
Talk to us.
We're
We talk back.
blind. We're blind.
Give us a holla.
Holla, holla.
Holla.
Or hit
All right.
that like button, hit that subscribe button.
But yeah, let us know. Let us know how much. I forgot you're still new. Let us know how you think the Switch is going to sell over its entire lifespan. Do you think it's going to hit the top spot
Or not.
or not?
Or not.
That actually rhymed. That should.
Yeah, that was good.
Mario Kart 9 is reportedly in development with a new twist. Mario Kart 9, y'all. Are y'all excited about Mario Kart 9?
It's gonna be made like Smash Brothers.
Dude, I thought they would never even talk about a Mario Kart 9.
There's no reason to be
No.
honest. There's no reason.
That's like Grand Theft 6.
Unless it's free. Yeah.
Like, why talk about it?
There's no reason.
There's
for
no
it.
reason.
No, man.
When
it's
you
gonna
hit a
be-
certain point, it's like there's no reason for a sequel.
because it's going to be online, free to play. Let me stop.
Do you know what the number one title was last week for sales in America?
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart 8.
Oh my god.
Do you know what the number one game for sales this week was?
Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8.
What is it sold?
It's pretty much about, I would say about 50% of every Switch sold has a Mario Kart.
That is insane.
Wow.
That is insane.
Last I saw, I think America was 40 mil. And out of the 100 mil that they sold, that's just America. Like, I don't know. Otherwise, it's pretty up
So I
there.
remember, what was it? Animal Crossing was like 28 or something like that.
Animal
28.
Crossing jumped up so freaking fast.
Oh,
It's
my
crazy.
Oh my god.
But, I mean, you guys own Mario Kart.
Yeah, I own Mario Kart.
Mario Kart's amazing.
That's the only real
I
game.
don't-
Right?
I don't own
Like, I
Mario
have the
Kart.
cart.
You know what?
bought
I
the
played the first one, the Super Nintendo. I liked it. Didn't play one since till this one, and I was like, "Oh, this one's incredible. This one is fucking crazy."
Everything else I have digital. I have one cart. It's Mario Kart 8, and they are counting. They are counting the old one though, the actual Mario Kart 8 also for Wii U.
Oh, for real?
So they are counting that as sales.
Oh,
So they got a
That's
little
how they
jump on
fudge the
there.
numbers.
Yeah,
They're being tricky.
Nintendo. There's a Sasquatch. I didn't know
Sasquatch.
there's a Sasquatch.
What's up, Sasquatch?
Been a while, man. How's it going?
Yeah, it was good, man.
But yeah, Mario Kart 9. So do you think about why I didn't think they would come out this like for the Switch right now? Is because I didn't know what they would add to it and whether they would make the sales of 8 by coming out now. But if they're thinking about another 2 years, they said that they're thinking about this year announcing it.
No, don't. No.
But
Yeah.
I mean, why would you do it? I mean, yeah, you have the amount of systems out there, and I'm pretty sure everyone who has 8 would probably just go and cop 9. So you're looking at a very high number. So if it's not coming out for the Switch and then moving to the Switch 2 or whatever they want to call it, or the Switch U.
They're like, no, there isn't gonna be one.
And it'll come out. It'll have to come out for both at the same time, the same way this did. Because why would you come out for a new system when you can make
Telling you, man.
100 million
I'm
sales?
telling you, it's going to be free to play online. Microtransactions, all that shit, man. They need to make money.
You heard it here first.
Emeric, what do you think of them even thinking about? I mean, obviously they're thinking about Mario Kart 9, but what do you think about them coming out with Mario Kart 9 for the Switch?
I think it makes sense. I think financially. I mean, if the 8 is still selling, people are not tired of Mario Kart yet. And if the new one comes out, if you're still playing 8, you're going to play 9. Yeah, you're going to buy it. So, I think they know they're going to make money off of it easy. So why not just go for it? Yeah, but I mean, when you then announce it, where they say it's like a new Mario Kart with a twist, I'm very intrigued to see what that twist is. Because
Microtransactions.
NFTs. all
It's
that
going to be turning the controller a certain way to drift. It's going to be drifting with a twist. Or like the Sonic loop. They're going to have that. It could be 2D. It could be a cheap sellout 2D.
Super Nintendo Mario Kart.
Side-scrolling Mario Kart. Like, damn, you didn't think about that, did you?
Super Mario Kart.
Platform Mario Kart.
Platforming Mario Kart
2D Mario Kart.
It would sell. It would still sell.
Wow.
Oh, what? Hell yeah, absolutely.
F-Zero Mario Kart. That's what happened to F-Zero. Be in Mario Kart.
Oh, man.
You're like, there's your twist.
A mashup.
Well, this was there was an idea online that I thought really made sense, and I think if they went that way, it would be really cool. And I heard on Spawn Wave actually. Okay. He said the only way they can go, I mean, in our minds, without thinking of some really left field, is if they had incorporated worlds, like more racetracks with different game worlds. So if you had like a Metroid track, if you had like a Kid Icarus track, if you had like
Now
Like
it's going
Smash
on the.
Brothers.
Now you're going Smash Brothers.
Smash
route.
Brothers.
Yeah, going
Smash Brothers,
with it.
but in the racetracks.
Yeah.
So you don't have to really mess with how you're racing, but the worlds that you're in. So it could
And-
be like Mario Kart World or something. That would be a pretty dope idea without
ma-
going
and-
crazy.
unless
And
they
adding
have-
some icons from those games, like
And-
have a
So
Metroid.
the characters,
yeah.
they already have a lot
No,
of
like
characters.
you hit a question mark block and the Metroid pops out and makes you slower or something like that.
More
Maybe.
importantly, they got to
Yeah.
do the reveals the right way, just like Smash. If they did,
Oh,
if they-
God.
If they did it like that, I
All
think that would
over
be good.
again.
If they lived out a
Yeah,
whole
no,
lifespan.
that's a good idea.
That would be a good.
That's a good
great
idea. I like that.
Well, they can do it with that because there's no more Smash like that anymore.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That'll be
Can't
the
do it
next.
like that.
That next
It'd be like
big
an
game
event
right there.
every time they do, and it's like, oh wow.
Get Ridge Racer in there. Imagine getting all the licenses, all the
Oh my
cars.
God.
Burnout.
Super Mario Grand Prix.
Burnout. This guy said Super Mario Grand
The
Prix.
Daytona car. Like,
Wow.
name some cars that people know.
Come on, man! Everyone knows
Fast
Super
and
Monaco
Furious
Madonna.
franchise.
Vin Diesel up in there?
Big head.
No, man.
No,
We ain't going
And
Hollywood.
Mario.
Yo,
And
yo,
Mario.
Yo, bump and jump.
This is family.
Oh no!
He could play Bowser. He would be a dope Bowser.
Oh God.
Imagine Vin Diesel as Bowser.
Oh no.
Hey, Bowser. It's about family.
Yep. It is about family. He's got the kids. They were his kids. They were Koopa kids. They took it out though. Now they're not kids anymore.
Wow.
He has one kid now.
Vin Diesel looks more like Doug Bowser than he does the regular Bowser.
Damn.
He does, right?
He does. Both bald-headed.
But I think if they came out with Mario Kart Worlds, that would be a dope idea. I would really be for that. And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. Because otherwise, what, you gonna make it more realistic? Don't do that.
Oh hell no!
You're gonna make it more what? What are you gonna add? I mean, that hasn't been done. They had
and
anti-gravity.
Damn.
If you don't get out of here with that,
What? Did I say something
I
wrong?
bet you The Rock will probably be in it regardless.
Oh my God! Help me!
Nah, chill. He won't.
F-Zero.
Not the movies.
Help me!
But yeah, I can see F-Zero World in there. That'll be dope.
Yeah.
What could they do? Add speed? More speed? Probably, maybe. I mean, I think it's fine the way it
I
is.
think it's
Fine.
fine. I
Speed's
think it's
fine.
fine. Gameplay is.
They don't need to change how
More
it's
tracks.
racing.
It's more themed tracks.
They wanna
and
add, what,
different
the-
and more items from other games would be pretty cool.
People
Yeah.
want to see Double Dash again, maybe as an option.
A co-op, like someone on the sidecar. That was Double Dash.
That was Double Dash.
Because I never played that. That's a cool thing. Like
I don't know
that adds a
Nintendo-
co-op element.
I don't know Nintendo bringing stuff back. They never bring stuff back. They always
Option.
change stuff.
Maybe-
Yeah, an
maybe
option would be
option
cool.
would be dope.
Option would be cool. Maybe what they call it, Mario Kart Online. Get it right
thought
this
that-
time.
Man, they
Stop
can't.
it.
You know
Telling
them
you,
and they're
man.
online.
The online.
Oh,
Mario
you're
Kart
right.
Online free to play. My friend.
Online free to play.
Actually, not gonna lie, this past Friday with Smash Brothers, online wasn't that bad.
I think maybe one time, and that's when it was less players. I think
Yeah.
it was one time. It was a little And then after that, everyone was fine. Everyone's
100
connection.
kart race. Smack.
Yo,
I really would be a Grand Prix.
Oh
That would
man.
be a mess.
Oh,
A
man.
mess.
Can't do that shit online.
Could you imagine?
Watch out for the blue shells hitting 50 people.
Yo, that would be
It's
wild.
raining blue shell. Ah!
Exactly. They'll just go way.
It's just explosions everywhere. Explosions.
But you think it'd be called Mario Kart with a 9? Or because they had the online one for the mobile. And
9.
people are saying that that's 9 because that was a release.
It's not 9 till they say it's 9.
Because 7 used to be, that was like DS. Like, it wasn't always on the main system. So this could be 10. Could be X. Could be something.
It's like
Mario Kart Fall Guys.
Add him in there. nah, don't do that.
you already have Shy Guy. He looks just like a damn
Exactly.
play. He just looks like one of those things.
Is Birdo a driver?
Who?
Is Birdo a driver?
No.
Really?
No.
No Birdo. No Wart?
No.
Damn it.
No
man.
Ward or
Why they not in there?
No.
Listen, Nintendo, you need to step it up.
He's in part 9.
I got
dude.
characters.
They're not trying to reveal that right now.
And that's all they're gonna add. That's it.
I'd be surprised if we heard anything about 9 this year. That's just me.
You shouldn't.
But then again, I'm thinking of the titles that they have to announce, and they don't have that many, so it might be a possibility.
It's Zelda and
No, I know that. They
and
already
something.
announced that. They already
It's
announced
like,
Zelda. though.
but it's usually the year it's Zelda. It's like there's nothing else you should announce. You're fine. Just
All they need to do is bring out a Metroid and
show-
a Mario, and they're cool. They're
Just show the logo and that's it.
yeah.
Just show the logo. Hey, here. That's it.
we had to stop production, postpone it. Hey, you monkeys want to see a logo? Here you go.
done. It's trending.
Now shut up.
It's trending.
That's Nintendo. Shut the hell up. Here's
There
the
you go.
logo.
Here's your stupid logo.
Here's your stupid teaser. 3 years. It's gonna take 3 years.
It'll be called Wario Kart.
Now that's a twist.
That is a twist.
Mario
It'll be
Kart.
it's bad traps.
Yeah, that is a good. That's a good idea, man.
on the song.
That's a good idea.
It's
All I know is
possible.
they won't get rid of the kart name. They're not getting rid of that.
Wario Kart.
That actually
And
works.
every track
I like
is
the way
just
that sounds.
complete hell.
It'll be
Yeah.
nonsense.
It's just
you race
It'll be like
backwards.
mini. Actually, they'll have a whole bunch of mini games.
yes,
from Wario.
yes. Yo, that could
pretty
be
dope.
kind of fun.
That'd be pretty dope.
I swear, if they come out with that, I'm a laugh. You gotta
Oh,
play the
yeah.
clip of you
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that right now,
Oh, yeah.
like the day of, 'cause that'd be hysterical.
Nintendo, you better thank us later.
They're like, "Here's a logo. Shut up."
I'll send the clip. I'll make it happen. Let's make it happen. So, you guys, do you think Mario Kart 9 will be even spoke about by Nintendo this year? Oh, it might be released. It might come out for like next Christmas. Who knows?
Yeah.
Imagine that surprise.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think should happen in a new Mario Kart? Name your stuff in the comments.
Yeah.
See if Nintendo's gonna take any of it and not pay you. Because they're not gonna pay.
And not pay you.
They're not gonna pay anyone.
It's about family.
If you don't stop,
All right, so at this point, I'm gonna use the restroom, so I'm gonna go onto the full screen.
I already
Stand
went
by.
twice. I'm fine.
I'm holding.
Oh no! Oh no! Too late. I just went. Let me stop. All right.
All right, so this is our break time. If
an
y'all need to
intermission.
get your refill of drinks, if y'all need to go
I crushed that
take a
cookie,
break
though.
real quick, go for it. Because we're just gonna be chatting. So
You know what's funny? Not to cut you off, but
Nah, cut them off.
yeah, you know what's hilarious is that we talk so much shit about Nintendo, but I do really like Nintendo.
We all love
Like
Nintendo.
I love their stuff, but it's like
but we know what Nintendo
they're-
is.
we know they're bullshit.
Yes.
We see that it's obvious. Their bullshit
Nintendo
is
is
so
Apple.
obvious.
Nintendo is Apple.
Yeah.
They do whatever they want to people.
I
And people
know-
are like, I'm gonna buy that.
I know the sleazery. I know the sleazery. You know, I could be talking shit and they hit me with a Fire Emblem trailer tomorrow. I'll shut up. It's just like,
Fire Emblem and Mario Kart.
yeah,
They'd be like swords in Mario. What?
that's a weapon, right?
Exactly.
That's a weapon. You hit.
It would be like road rash.
Oh
You just
my
be kicking
God.
people off your cars. That's the twist.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
that
I'm
was
waiting
dope.
for it. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for
I'm,
it.
I'm looking forward to some new stuff, man.
I just want to see some directs, some showcases, and see. 'cause
They haven't really had a kick-ass direct in like 2 years.
Direct was what? Right before the end of the year, right? No.
I mean, like a kick-ass one. They haven't had one.
That was good. The one that they showed Bayonetta 3. That was good.
It's okay.
That was
Yeah.
good.
It was
That was a good direct
It
because
wasn't
before
bad.
that
It was like a B. It wasn't bad.
before it was
I mean, like,
it was that
A
wax
plus.
it was that what was it, the COVID crap.
yeah.
So that
they didn't have
anything.
anything. Really. They're trying to get back on track, but I don't see them with a big. They haven't had a big, like, huge, like, here's Mario, like, here's Zelda, the full thing. Like, they just show like a clip.
Yeah, they couldn't show no Zelda.
Nothing.
Well, they were smart though, because like don't show no half-assed. anything.
No. Yeah, if it's not done, don't do it. But don't even do the show. If that's the case, throw your indie directs and be called a day.
Yeah, exactly. I'm waiting for that Fire Emblem announcement. I know it's this year. I just don't know what it is. They're remaking one of them. I don't know what it is.
Bye bye to another 270 hours of your life.
That's
No,
fine.
more than that,
That's
300. 300.
Okay.
Dude, I was very close to playing it again the other day. I was so close.
You think
sure
it's
you
not the
will.
last time? It's
I'm
not
sure
happening.
you're
No,
gonna
I
play
will. I'm playing it again because there's things I didn't do yet. So I'm like, there goes 300 of my life. Gone.
Damn.
Gone.
All right, and we're coming back. Yo.
All right, I'll switch back. Right
We are here for the main event.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main event.
Actually,
The Q&A session.
Q&A session.
I was gonna say, should we start with the questions from the chat, or we do that last?
No, we'll get to it.
There was
I want
no-
to
Or we
start
get
from the
to it last.
beginning. There's a
Yeah,
story here
yeah,
I
yeah.
need. We gotta start
Okay.
from the
All
beginning.
right.
Now, Emeric, we've been looking forward to this interview for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh
we've
yeah.
been we've stumbled on that game INFINI. What was it in the eShop
It was
first?
in the
Yes.
eShop.
In the eShop
On our
and-
show, yeah.
Yeah, we have a eShop recap show we do first of every month, and I forgot maybe it was like a year ago.
It was a year
Yeah,
ago.
like a year ago, and we ran into INFINI, and it took us so off guard. We were just like. Like it was, we just were so speechless on like,
Yeah.
what is going on, and the intrigue just continued, and we had to play it and see what was going on, and you tried it out.
I
It takes a lot to do that from a trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a puzzle game fan, so when I saw it, I was blown away by the presentation, and it was like, because you see trailers, and
It's hard to tell you what it is, though. Like, especially if a trailer of something that you're not used to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not that's a platform, that's a role playing game. Like, if you don't have that in your head, it's
Yeah.
hard to decipher what
Yeah.
It's
a
just-
trailer's supposed to
And
be.
we
for
all
something
have
like
our
that.
own personal things that we gravitate towards, our
Right.
own personal genres that we like, but we give anything a fair chance when it comes to a trailer. You know, the music's got to be right. How do you play the game? All that stuff.
Right.
And this was just like holy shit, what the fuck is whoa, like it just took us so off guard. I'm like, I need to see this played. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I need to see this played.
I live streamed it a year ago, and I was just like, wow, I had
We're
no
gonna
idea
get
what
to
the
it.
buttons
I want to know, like,
But yeah.
I want to start, like, all right, what types of games do you like? Like, what started you out on this road? Like, what caught your interest as a kid with video games?
Okay, well, that's a good question. But okay, as a kid, the video games I gravitated towards were like heavy, like story-focused games, like Final Fantasies.
Okay.
I liked action games too, Zelda's. I mean, I played a little bit of everything, but I really like stories in video games. But you know, growing up, for a while I wanted to study music. Because I was playing guitar and I like music, but I started like discovering like really like kind of weird music, like subgenres and really like crazy stuff that are like really out there, like really the kind of thing nobody listens to because they're just like, well, what's this crap?
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised.
Same, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I started getting interested in all that type of music. So I don't know, it just kind of opened a whole pan of art that I didn't know existed, but I discovered that I really liked when like something surprises you and when you don't know what to make of something. Whenever you never know what to expect, and you always got to like try and see like how do I feel like with this, like, and you got to evaluate like your own reaction, how you're feeling, how you like stuff or not. So yeah, that's something that I've developed growing up. So I mean, nowadays I still play a lot of very competitive games. I'm a very competitive person, so I play competitive games, a lot of AAA games, but also like some artistic games, like really short, just artsy games, weird games. I'm still gonna gravitate a lot towards that and play a lot of those games. So, well, in Barnack, we're only a team of 2, so it's me and David, my colleague, and we've been friends since we're like childs.
Oh, wow.
Since childhood, like we were in kindergarten in the same school, and we like pretty
Kindergarten?
much stayed.
like
Yeah,
me
in
and
kindergarten.
Trump,
Yeah, that's where we started. It's kind of funny because when we go in video game events, sometimes we have like a picture, and it's just like of David and me, and we're just like, and it's a photo of us with a Lego that we've like built, and we're like 7 or 8 years old.
That's amazing.
So we kind of like tell people, oh yeah, we've been making stuff since we're like child, you know,
That's cool,
building
dude.
Legos and stuff. So yeah, so when we decided to make video games, it was kind of natural that we'd go with something like that's a little bit sometimes psychedelic or like kind of a bit weird, a bit unstabilizing.
So you want to have a creative outlet.
Yeah.
So that's comes
Yeah.
from the music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. Initially, it all came from the music, yeah, but yeah. So I think INFINI represents that really well, and yeah, so that's pretty much where it's come from.
Okay. So what kickstarted the actual programming phase of it?
The actual programming phase of it, it's kind of a bit of a classic story, but me and David were playing Minecraft back in the days when it was still in beta. And we were kind of really surprised to see that like one guy could make a game that was like this big and this fun to play. So we kind of started wondering, well, if one guy can make this guy, could we make this do too? Like, we've always liked making stuff, and it felt like if we could make video games, it would be like the best thing to make because it's fun, but it also encompasses a lot of things like, just visual and music and everything. So we started just exploring, video game making, and I started studying. Like, I did a bachelor in computer science and programming. So I really started to get down to programming, and when I was done with that, then while I was still studying, we started making games on the side a little bit, and we just kept going.
Okay.
You mentioned music was an influence, and when I played INFINI, I remember the music was like, it seemed to me like it was experimental, but it fit the game. It totally, like the timing was like off, almost like jazz kind of, but it was like off, and then it would go back on beat.
It felt like it almost, because remember I was talking about Blasphemous before, how like certain music fits the mood or whatever. The music in INFINI fits the mind fuckery
Yes.
of what is going on.
Yes,
like
yes.
as you are starting to mentally,
It's disorienting, but it's purposely disorienting.
and it's
because
like,
you're like,
and
oh,
it would
wow.
sometimes like skip or start over, and
Yes.
it's just like, am I getting fucked with by the music or like?
Yeah.
But it's like appropriately
Yeah.
fits
Yeah.
the game. Like I can't think of any other music for that game.
Right.
For like, how did that music? Like, who created the? Did you create the music? Who created the music in the game?
David did.
Yeah, David created the music, but it was with one of our friends that he has a band. They have a band, the two of them.
Okay.
The band is called Rocheval.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically like a novel rock, but in French. And they did the music for the game. And I mean, they have other albums, and all their albums are kind of electronic, a bit experimental. So, yeah.
Oh yeah, it definitely got that vibe.
It fit the mood,
yeah,
man.
it definitely that fit the mood perfectly for that.
So I want to get you guys' take on like how you feel about the game and how it is, and then I want to actually hear what Emeric has to say about the game itself and the take on what he wanted to accomplish with it.
First, I want to say is I'm in, like the story. Like, who were you responsible for the writing of the story, or?
The story is really like a shared work between David and I.
Okay, all right, good. Yeah, no, because that was like, I've never read anything narratively. I've never read anything like that, and even the characters like Hope and poetry and memory and like just. I'm sure. I just wanted to know, like, was there a bigger meaning? I didn't beat the game, so I don't know if is it spoiling anything. If I even asked that, I don't even know.
No, I don't think you're spoiling anything by asking that. And I mean, is there a bigger meaning? Well,
Or is it open to interpretation? Like, is
yeah,
it
can be open for interpretation. There can be a bigger meaning if you
okay.
want it to have one. But it's sure, like we just play with concepts, with like what would be the relationship between concepts like poetry and hope are kind of friend, and war and hope are really enemies. So we just like to play with the concepts. But the thing about this story is we kind of have this thing where all of our games take place in like the same universe. And that universe is just like a universe where there's a sort of this place where ideas become alive. So it's like if people share a thought, enough people like share something like an idea or a thought, then that thought like is born in this world, in this like meta world. So concepts are alive and personified in this world. So that's the kind of the bigger metaverse in which all of our games take place. So our games kind of have kind of links between them, but they're like really obscure, and we don't really like want to put the focus on that and make it so that people have to know all of the games for it to make sense. Like for each game to make sense by its own. But we kind of like behind the curtain like to have that idea that everything takes place in the same metaverse.
Do you drop
cool.
Easter eggs in there?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Some of the games, yeah.
All right. Yeah, the I got stuck on one. I don't know if it was I got stuck on many parts of the game. There was a new there was like I don't know if it was DLC or something that was added to the game recently, and I tried it, and I was like, I don't know if it was part of it, but I was like completely.
Your brain was fried.
I was like, at that point, I was like, oh man, I played for 3 hours, so I was like, whoa. I lost complete track of time.
Are you talking about the part where you're when you're talking?
jetpack, I think.
Yeah,
Jetpack.
yeah,
Yeah, we had the jetpack.
yeah. No,
After doing the other
Yeah.
stages, he went to the jetpack by
but
accident.
but I left that.
and then he left it and went
Weren't
to.
you walking around?
That was in between.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in between. Those aren't stages. Those are like story.
It's like
story parts.
Overworld or whatever,
Yeah.
where you go to the next part. But I'm trying to think.
Well, I want a quick question.
Hmm.
So INFINI plays like nothing I've seen. So what gave you the inspiration to do that type of gameplay mechanic? Because I mean, everyone could do platform games, a role playing game. That's your average game. Right. So to come up with an idea, what inspired that gameplay mechanic? Because it's not normal. It's a very different game.
And it's constantly changing too.
Lord Chabalba worded that same question.
Yeah.
What acid trip inspired the creation of INFINI?
It could be worded that way too.
We did that a lot. But the gameplay itself, well, in one of our previous games, we had like sort of a small platforming section at some point, and we made it so that whenever the character would fall down, he would just like come back from the top, because we didn't want like the section to be hard or anything. We just wanted like you just do it. So even if you fall in a hole, you just come back from the top and you just keep going. And we kind of used that. We kind of found it fun to just like have the character keep falling and coming back and falling and coming back. And then there's another place in the game where we decided to kind of use that, where it was like a sort of a mini game, and we had like platforms moving, and you had to like avoid the platforms while falling all the time. And I think that there's a section in VVVVV
That game is good.
where there's kind of the same idea where you just like wrap around the screen while falling.
Yes.
So that's kind of what gave us the basic idea to explore that kind of gameplay. And we made like a little game where it was just that, where you had a character falling and you had to like navigate through a bunch of levels. So we did like a kind of prototype, but it was more like just a little game that we made with that gameplay. And we thought the gameplay was really fun, and we thought it had a lot of potential to explore like a lot of different mechanics and make kind of really cool puzzles with it. So that's what gave us the idea to go with that gameplay. We decided to take the gameplay and just run with it and make a whole game.
Nice. Bring the concept out for mobile. You can still bring that one out.
Yeah. Oh man. Mobile like motion controls for that. Ooh.
Oh gosh.
That's
Oh, dude,
that's too much.
Oh man.
Scary.
It can be simple. It's fun.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, just to have that type of gameplay mechanic and have puzzles implemented into something that you're moving the screen and moving the size of it and stuff like that. It was very interesting to watch.
Man, the one with the separate planes where you have to you can go forward.
That's freaky.
That was great.
So freaky.
But you have to look at the background just to see what they're doing in the foreground. But
Oh,
you're also
jeez.
dodging in the foreground. Oh man, that was awesome though.
It makes your
It was
mind
awesome.
explode.
Felt like I was on an edible.
Yeah, and then when you die too, the screen like blurs out. That effect was like it makes you already feel.
It makes you so messed up.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're
the thing
drunk or-
about that game though, like you'll be sitting and playing it, and I'm over here drawing whatever, and I'm just
You're just watching.
I'm just so intrigued. I don't know what it is. It's just something I'm just so intrigued by it. I'm like,
because it's so different, unique, and innovative.
yeah, this because I know there's a deeper meaning with the story. Like, you got your hope, you got your war. I'm intrigued by stuff like that. First of all, then you have the puzzle element of the game. Then you have the freaky music that is messing with you,
And the character.
and then the character. Like, there's so much going on that you're like, I've never messed with any, and I'm not even playing it. I'm like, I've never seen anything that messed with me, and I'm not playing it. I'm being messed with, and I'm not playing the game. Like, that's what I found very fascinating about it.
I'd like to think that character, his face, I think, because I play Rez a lot. Like, in Rez, you turn into a character that looks kind of like that, but I kind of like to picture that face on the Rez character because you can't see his face. So if he turns around, I like
That's what you think his face looks like.
Who did the artwork and the characters? Whose idea was that? Like a collab between you and your buddy?
The artwork is David.
David Oka.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he did all the drawings, all the actual visual. I did a couple of the effects, like the death effects and stuff like that.
Cool.
Is there actual laughter during when you guys were making this? Like, this would be hilarious, or like, I'm dying to know the conversation the two of you guys have while you're coming up with stuff. Like there has to be like, oh, this would be some funny shit. Oh, let's just add this. Or is there like, I thought of this, and like, how does that conversation go? I'm dying to know how that conversation goes.
It goes a lot of ways, a lot of time we're just like kind of speaking seriously. We just, I thought this could be fun, or this and that. But so a lot of things is more conceptual. We just talk about it. But when we come time to implement it, yes, sometimes there's a couple of things we surprise ourselves with it, or sometimes we just like try something and something bugs out, and we're like, oh, that's kind of a cool effect. Maybe we can just like use that, and then we can just go for it. So.
Oh wow. Did you ever encounter anything that you thought would work and it just didn't?
Or
that's something that you like really wanted to implement that just for whatever reason it just doesn't work?
Well, there's a lot of things where we had an idea for a level or like a mechanic for a level. Right. So I don't want to spoil too much. But sometimes we had an idea for a level and we're, it's going to work this way, and we're going to use you're going to control it this way, and then we just come when we're like comes down to programming it, I'm just like, wait, that just doesn't work. Like I'm not going to be able to control it this way. It's just not going to work. So then we just got to like find a new way to make it work and work around it, and then we just end up with something that's really cool. But we had a lot of ideas. Well, a lot. We had a couple of ideas that we did implement in the game because it would have taken a lot more work. But we had an idea of like having sort of where you repeat like the first levels of the game, but from a full 3D perspective.
Oh shit! Fuck! Yeah.
I was gonna say first person mode. That's pretty
where
close
you
to
just
that.
see like towards down, and you just see the walls coming towards you. And
So you're just going infinitely into the abyss. Like,
That would break.
I would have a seizure.
Into the void.
I would have a seizure, and
then
I
it would
wouldn't
just
even be playing it. I would
would
have
be
a
repeating.
seizure.
oh,
Dude, that's
Wow.
intense. That's intense.
I had that image in my head too. I was like, no way would he be doing first person mode. No way.
I thought
But
it
seeing
was.
it through the perspective of the character, that would be
Oh my
that's
God.
too much.
Oh,
That's a lot of work.
Woo.
And that's a totally
Yeah,
different game. That's a completely different game.
you got to rewrite everything. So it would have taken way too much work.
I mean, I know you don't want to talk about the sequel too much, so
Oh, dude. See, I thought you were gonna say something like co-op or something like added to the game. Which is,
oh,
which
you
would
would
be
break that. Yeah, if you're moving it like that, in
It
two
could,
players,
it could work.
I mean, maybe
it could work. Like the co-op partner could like control.
Oh, the left side and the right side.
Or
no.
control like I don't know, like something in the game, like an open a door or something like that. Or open a portal or whatever. Oh, well,
Be
your
Infinity
favorite.
Dread. It can be Infinity Dread and you chase them.
Infinity Dread. Yeah, there's something chasing you.
You
You have to
gotta
move
run.
at a certain speed.
They
Oh
keep-
my god.
Forever they keep chasing. you.
No more portals.
Oh my god.
No more portals.
Nah, man,
Chalk
Portal's
isn't a
great.
fan of Portal.
Portal.
Yeah.
I like portals in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in Marvel games.
I forced him to play co-op Portal 2 with me.
Scarred
rough.
him for life.
It just burnt my brain out, man. Like I would get so frustrated during some of those puzzles, and I'm just like, why are we playing this?
It's funny. Puzzle games, like, I could be good at some stuff, and then I get burnt.
Yeah, exactly.
Out.
Well, yeah. If you can't play
And
it-
I'm just like,
And then you find out what the answer was, and it was like the dumbest thing.
yeah, because your
yeah.
brain is done.
And you're overthinking everything, and you're just like, wow.
Is there a puzzle that you made in a game that was too hard and you had to take it out, or is it always easy because you made it?
No, there were some really hard puzzle, but it was more like in the execution that it was hard, more than like just figuring out.
Right.
I don't think I could make like a puzzle that's like so complex that even I have trouble figuring it out. I don't think I'm good enough to make a puzzle that's that complex.
Okay.
But yeah, in the execution part, yeah, there were a lot of really hard puzzles, and a lot of levels we
Timing.
actually had to make them a lot easier on the execution part because it
Yeah,
was
the timing on
too
it,
demanding.
some of them were just like, oh my god, you have to be like precise.
Oh my God.
You gotta
the
be
right
on point.
time.
You can't make it too easy. You got it.
But still, it's like the thing I like about puzzle games, especially when you just solve it, like when you've been stuck for a while and you just figure it
You
out.
had that click.
and
the
that
light bulb.
feeling of just like, oh,
No, it is.
It's a rewarding
when
feeling.
we play Damage in Transit and we beat the boss or whatever of that.
oh god,
After my brain was complete mashed potatoes, I was like, I'm
yeah,
it's done, and I don't have to play this.
But the good thing about a puzzle game that is good is that you learn over time. Your brain starts to think in that way, and it becomes easy.
It trains you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It trains you.
Because obviously, when you first get into it, like, I don't understand what
Yeah.
happens in this. How do you do this? Then, as you play, you're like, I know how this world works a certain way now.
And it makes you want to proceed further.
Yeah.
Like other ones would be like, no, I'm staying away from that. I don't care.
right.
But something about INFINI makes you want to be like,
and
I kind of want to get to the next part.
well,
So I want to see what's more. I want to see what's going on there.
also, I like what you did with the mechanics of the game because each world has completely different mechanics. Like you get used to playing it a certain way, then you go to the next part and it's like, wait, there's different buttons now.
Yep.
Oh, this plays different. Oh, now I gotta learn this whole new way of playing.
There's brilliance
Really,
with,
really
with
well
that
done.
creativity. There's brilliance with that. I always find stuff like that, like, because my brain can't go there. My brain can't go there. I
Dude, I
cannot.
can't beat the third level in Pac-Man.
Yeah, like I can't come up with something like coming up with puzzle levels is
Yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah.
There's a level of brilliance that you have to
Yeah.
come up with a puzzle.
Dude, I still
stage.
pat myself on the back for beating Braid. That game threw me for a loop, dude. That game was so hard.
Sometimes you could impress yourself.
Yeah.
You know, if you're intrigued enough by the game,
Right.
you could
Yeah.
do that stuff. But the funny thing is, every time, whenever we would talk about INFINI, I'm always picturing while we're playing, and I'm like, you know how I picture this game being made? I'm like, I just picture two people just like coming in, like they order some pizza. Here goes an edible, and let's just get to work. That's what I picture. And I'm like, and that's probably the best way to come up with shit, like because that's how it's gotta go down. Like that's what I always saw. I'm like, there's no way they can't be sober while doing this. There's no way. There's no way.
All I can say, yeah, there's a lot of ways to, sort of experience new things and put yourself in a different mindset.
Yes.
But while working is not the time. Absolutely not. Because you're not going to program anything. You're not like sober.
Maybe the ideas will come out,
Kickstart ideas.
but the execution ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
That's
true.
The blank piece of paper in front of you can end up a certain way.
That's a good brainstorm session. too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, not for a program.
if you're trying to execute,
hell no. They'd be like,
But seeing it, you're like normally you wouldn't think of something.
Yeah.
Like your mind wouldn't think of that game.
Yeah.
Like normally.
yeah.
It's
Well,
definitely
definitely
That's why it's so good
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
intriguing
It's
because you
unique.
wouldn't normally think of something like that. You're
Yeah.
like, holy crap! Like it's ridiculous.
It's a unique game, man. It's
It's-
very
So
unique.
how? All right, another question. How does a pitch meeting go with INFINI?
Oh, good question.
Just like I said,
Yeah.
you buy the pizza.
Yeah, that's a really good question. That's something we've struggled with, like, throughout the whole development. And like the whole marketing and whole launch of the game, we really just struggled just to explain the game. It's like we tried to have like this elevator pitch where you gotta like tell somebody in like 60 seconds what your game is.
Oh, that's
and
impossible.
It's super hard. Yeah, it's really, really hard. We like try to get it as clear as possible within 60 seconds, but people don't get it until they play. That's what we've like figured out. So if we had a meeting with like a publisher or anything, we just like try to get the game in their hands as fast as possible. Just play the game, like get and try it out, and then we can discuss like other things. And yeah, so I mean it's kind of hard pitch too, because publishers, they really look just like for sellability of the game, and in INFINI we realize the just the aesthetics, the visuals. It's like the first thing you come in contact with when you don't know anything about the game, and it can like throw off a lot of people. A lot of people, they like, some people are really gonna get intrigued, they're gonna find it different, but other people it's just going to be a hard no for them. That's always what we evaluate games. You just look at the game on the store, you have like a couple of pictures and videos, and you don't have much more information to go off of. So I mean, you got to make a quick decision, and we realized for INFINI, a lot of people, they just decide they don't want anything to do with it, and that's like the guess that a lot of publishers are kind of taking, is, are people going to just get interested or not? And for publishers, it was kind of a hard sell, but we did end up meeting Nakana, which is the publisher that published INFINI on the Switch for North America and Europe. And they really liked it. Well, they really like the kind of games that are different, that are really like...
They have
weird
games.
They always have
there.
some weird, and they always ask me like, "Oh, what's this?" Oh, there goes that company again. I'm like, "What they got?" And it's always some creative.
It's always some mind-blowing thing.
It's some creative shit they got going on, man.
But there's a lane for everything.
Yeah.
And good that publishers out there.
Definitely.
I mean, how does, all right, so you guys won a bunch of awards. How does that go? Do you send that out to those award shows before the publisher, or is the publisher get you out and get the name out before you get those awards? Because I saw that you won a few for this also.
Yeah, so a lot of times you kind of have to submit the game for an award or a festival or anything. You got to submit the game, so it's either us or the publisher that submits the game for the event. And except for the Tokyo Game Show, where we didn't submit anything, but they still selected INFINI to be like one of the finalists.
Really?
The event they had, and we actually won the best experimental game at the Tokyo Game Show 2020.
Oh, that's dope.
Which was
awesome.
completely amazing.
That
never
is so
expected
dope.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, dude, that shit, there's some brilliance in that shit. I'm telling you, man. There's something going on in there. It messes with you. It definitely messes with you.
I was thinking that you would say like that you were in a games jam, and that's where the
A lot starts there.
a
A lot.
like that
Like as
type,
they have their little contest. They'll
their
and they
core
see what you can come
gameplay.
out. Yeah.
But I'm surprised to find out that you guys
Tokyo Game Show
built
is
the
big,
game
man.
from,
That's
Tokyo
a big,
is,
But yeah,
that is a
huge.
big
That's
deal.
But it's a
dude.
game that's built from the ground up. Man.
That's-
That's
Without E3, that's gonna be the next E3.
Yeah.
Like Tokyo Game Show is
Yeah.
gonna be the show.
Ain't no E3.
yeah, right.
Exactly. But it's cool that they picked you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
Is there any updates, DLC, or maybe a possible sequel in the future of this series or something like that?
There are no additional DLC
Okay.
planned for INFINI. We don't have a sequel planned either. Like, it's not that it's impossible,
Okay.
but right now we're not working on a sequel, and we haven't a sequel planned yet. Or, but there's still some stuff to come out for INFINI. After the Tokyo Game Show, we got approached by another publisher who wanted to publish the game in Japanese on the Switch, and then decided to launch it also on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the port is still being made by a third-party company that makes ports for games. So we're not in control of the port for the Xbox or PlayStation. So we don't know exactly when everything is going to be done because they're in charge of that. But whenever the port is done for the Xbox and PlayStation, the game is just going to release. This publisher, Rainy Frog, is going to release the game in Japan and worldwide on Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh, that's
Cool.
so cool.
Awesome.
That's
That's
big.
so
news.
cool.
Really awesome.
Damn.
All right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
So when you flesh out this 3D one that's coming up,
Oh God.
like what's the time frame on that one?
Yeah, programming nightmare. 2027.
Oh, it's just gotta click. It's just gotta click.
Dude, if that happened and you started playing it, I would walk in the room and I would say, nope. Nope. I'd walk right out that room. Nope. I'm not
Actually,
even,
here's
can't
a
do it.
question: how tough would it be to program a co-op DLC?
Or was it in the works at any
You're
time?
trying to add me into this shit, aren't
man.
you?
Come
Did you
on.
think of 2 players at any
I
time?
would actually play, to be honest.
We actually thought about having like some sort of co-op or versus play in INFINI. We've thought about it. The game wasn't designed for it, so I mean, there's a few places in the game where I kind of tried and programmed it so it could like be more easily transferable for a co-op mode, but not all the game is made that way. So it would require a lot of work. So we don't have anything planned yet for co-op DLC. You know, unless once INFINI releases on Xbox and PlayStation, it becomes like a big hit, or it like gets really popular in Japan for some reason. Then maybe we'd like consider.
Like you
first,
could
guys.
take your time on that because he's gonna add me in the game, and then it's just gonna be my brain is a mess as it is.
Well, you hear it first. Hey, everybody in Japan, buy them. Buy Infinity.
Do you think Infinity would work as a VR game?
Oh,
Well, that would be the 3D aspect.
yeah.
Oh, get the bucket.
PSVR 2. PSVR 2 is coming out.
But I'm about to tell you one thing. It'd probably be an experience like no other, though.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna front.
If you can get that out early before all those titles hit, that's when the wave is gonna happen.
Watch like drug use goes down. They start using it in like
You'll be in the game. Listen, it gives you a certain feeling. You don't have to do anything.
Infinity got me off heroin.
Jesus Christ.
Infinity VR got me off.
Dude, VR is a struggle to get
man.
something that's not gonna make you throw up.
Sasquatch in Time said, "I admit I never heard of Infinity, but I like freaky stuff. I'm getting it now."
No, dude, it's worth playing, man.
Oh, it is gonna blow your mind.
No, it's some shit, man.
Remember our buddy Mikey B's? We recommended it for him.
He kept playing it nonstop.
He got further than me.
He doesn't even play games.
He got further. He's like a casual gamer.
He said, "What is this?
Right.
What is this? This is some weird shit." Oh, you can go there,
He figured it out though.
and he figured it out. No, he
got way
He
farther
couldn't
than
beat the
me.
first boss in what, Zelda.
pick a game.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Pick a game.
A Link to the Past.
He died to the first person in Grand Theft 5 that threw him out of the fucking car when he tried to steal it. Like, but he's good in the game. He
really
was
good.
able to figure out some of the puzzles, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'll tell you exactly what it is. It's everyone always ignores it. It's the magic of the music fitting the mood.
Yeah.
It puts you in the mood to play the shit. Like it's if the music is not right, you don't care about it.
Right.
But when you pick it up, play the game, and it puts you in that trancey type.
The entire
feel,
thing is a mood.
yeah, it's just
the
like
entire game
it
is a
is.
mood.
Yeah.
It is. It is, man.
Or as the kids say, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe, man. It's a vibe.
It's like the dream Mario had in Super Mario 2. Because after all the mushrooms, that's what he would be actually dreaming.
Yo, I could cut a commercial for this damn game right now. Put me in the commercial.
We should make a trailer.
I'm gonna make a trailer after we're done.
Emeric is like, do it.
He's like, please, by all means.
It's like, Lauren, did you send it to Japan?
Yeah, exactly.
There's a pitch right there.
Gotta let them know.
The commercial will start off with everybody trying to offer me drugs. I'm like, nah, man, I don't need that stuff. I don't need it. Keep that stuff away from me. I'm sober. And I throw in Infinity, and I'm like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit.
You get pulled over, and the cop is like, "Hey, you've been you under the influence?" No.
No, but you gotta play this
But
though.
you-
That cop is like, oh shit.
Nah, I'm on Infinity though.
I'm on that Infinity. What you know about that?
It's legal.
It's that's how it ends.
Yeah.
It's legal.
It's legal.
Go to your eShop on your Nintendo Switch right now.
Yeah. It's part of the
That's
12.
commercial.
It's
That's
part of the 12 step now.
Damn.
Oh, dude.
That game's the shit, man.
It's good, man.
I want to see you finally beat the game. I want
I wanna-
Yo, I
beat
was
the game.
watching for a while, like, What's next?
Dude, I
want to see more. I want to see
Because you got
more.
stuck on the part.
I
though.
got stuck on many parts, but yeah.
All right, so this is a chance to ask if that was supposed to happen.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. Yeah. All right, so there's a cutscene where there's dialogue being like going on, and I
It's
go
when your
through the
face is mad
dialogue.
close to the screen.
Yeah. It's a close-up shot of Hope looking at the screen, and he's talking to someone. The person isn't revealed, and you just see a dialogue box, and this person is like saying, I don't know, like a poetry line or something, and I just keep hitting X, and it just keeps repeating the
phrase. It kept
dialogue.
going.
But then it would change every once in a while, and I'm like, wait, he just said that, so I keep hitting it.
And one word will be different.
Yeah.
It was there for like 5
It
minutes.
really messed me up, dude. And I was like, is this a glitch? Like, I was like, I don't know. Is this a glitch? I don't know if it's part of the game. But yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Was that supposed to happen? Is that...
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about.
We'll send you. We gotta
I
send
can tell you,
yeah,
there's no. You're not supposed to just get stuck in a dialogue pressing A.
Oh, okay.
And the dialogue just keeps
So
on
it probably
going.
was a
So
glitch.
it probably
but
was
yeah,
a
yeah,
glitch.
but-
It was weird though because it was
It
changing.
did change. It
was
did change.
It did
changing
change.
the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. It did change. And then it made me think like, oh, maybe I just have to, you know.
I thought it was a part. I was like, yo, this is crazy.
yeah.
Yo, I was like, talk about fuckery.
Yeah.
I was like, first it's a glitch. No, the word changed. No,
Right.
this isn't a glitch.
And
And I'm
then
like,
they did it
It's
again.
a test.
what is going
Yeah.
on right now? Are they fucking with
Like
you?
the
I'm like,
dialogue never completely.
Because it was like go to
It was
menu.
like in a loop. So
It
I'm
was
like,
like go to menu.
Yeah.
You hit start.
right.
And I was like,
Yeah, and I'm like, is
wait,
this
wait
a
minute.
puzzle?
Give it a second.
I'm like, wait, maybe this is a puzzle. Maybe I'm supposed to, maybe I'm supposed to respond at a certain time. I'm like, dude,
we gotta show you the clip because we
Oh,
were
yeah,
streaming
yeah.
that part. So we gotta show you that.
we'll put up
Oh
the
yeah,
clip.
if you have that, I'd love to see it.
Oh, we'll post it up on the channel too. We
You
gotta-
put
we
that in
gotta
your next
put
game
that.
to throw people off.
he's like, oh, that's a great idea.
That'll be the update there.
There he goes.
Sasquatch in time says, "Oh, this is sweet." You just saw it.
Oh,
Oh, you
dude.
saw the trailer, right?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it just that's exactly how we felt. We're like, what is going
And
on?
the control, even when you're roaming around in the field in the beginning
That,
of the game, and you get your wings, and you're and you're walking in the field, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, and then it said press, I forgot what button it was, to fly or to jump, and then you jump, and I'm like, okay, nothing's happened. I jump, and that's it. But then you press it again, like
And the wings
like a
pop
double
up.
jump, and then the wings pop. I'm like, oh, you have to keep pressing it, and then it just
Now
you
you
keep
knew it,
pressing
yeah,
it.
you
You
figured
keep
it out.
pressing it, and you're thinking like, oh, the cutscene is gonna take over the character. No,
Nope.
it
That's
zooms
you.
out. You're in
It's all
space.
you.
You're flying all the way. I was like, wow, this game.
It's
This is like,
The visuals are crazy.
yeah,
dude.
no, it was really cool, man. I
it's
like that part. That
really
was
crazy.
That was an artistic choice, and I liked. I appreciated that. That was cool. But it threw me off because I'm like, wait. If I let go in space, does he float back down? Yeah,
it's
and you see him
Goes
slowly
right down.
like floating back down. I'm like, oh shit, he's floating back down. Keep hitting B. Keep hitting B.
Nice.
Harris Marish has a question. He was asking if this game was influenced by Cruelty Squad.
Cruelty Squad.
I don't know what Cruelty Squad is.
Same here.
Me neither.
So
Never
nope.
heard of it. Yeah.
But I guess we could look that up and see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, what kind of what is
It's got to
that?
be
Cruelty?
a weird. It's
Well,
got to be something.
Well, Harris said that there was a lot of experimental visuals in Cruelty Squad also.
Oh,
Sasquatch. He said, I'm sober, but getting flashbacks of past forest mushroom trips.
It's an awakening.
yeah.
no, there's things going on there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
things going on there.
Oh, yeah,
dude.
man.
Definitely.
No drugs needed to. Play
No,
that
not
game.
at, you don't need them.
No.
I think if you did, you'd probably run out of the room screaming. Be too much going on.
The tagline should be, "This is your drug."
yeah.
You don't have to take anything.
Or it's a trip.
It's a trip. Yeah,
It's a trip.
It's a
Yeah,
trip.
it's a trip.
It's a
Yeah.
trip. That is the tag. That's the
It's a trip.
that's
a
gonna be
trip.
the next tagline. It's gotta be. But all right. So, any other titles that you would have liked to work on, like as far as gameplay? Like, is there something that you'd like to work on, if given the money that you didn't get to do, or something that you're working on that's completely different?
Well, we are working on a new game right now. So it's still in the very, very early stage of development. But we started working on a new title.
Okay.
The game is going to be called Paralescence.
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 I like that name.
Okay.
I'm picturing it already. I'm
You
picturing it already.
can't picture
I
it.
can.
Okay.
You can't. It's completely different.
Okay.
We've gone in a
okay.
totally different direction with
Okay.
a totally different gameplay. It's going to be more of a open world action game
Oh, cool.
Okay.
where the visuals are going to be like the style is going to be very different. We've gone with a completely different way of like making the visuals. Now we're using Blender to make like 3D models, and then we're exporting those 3D models into 2D sprites with like eight directions. Like, so all the characters have like 8 directions. So we just take the 3D model, we animate it, and then we have cameras set up in the room where we just like take pictures from 8 different angles, and we export those pictures into sprite sheets.
Oh, wow.
So everything is like kind of made from a 3D and then rendered into 2D. So we're gonna have like completely different kind of visual and special effects and stuff like that.
Nice.
But it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to look really great. We're still going to have that kind of feeling of kind of really weird things, a bit psychedelic and stuff like that. We're sticking to that.
That's the signature right there.
Yeah, you got to throw a little bit in there.
That's your calling card.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that.
Harris Maris
But
wants to know if it's with Unreal Engine 5.
It's not with Unreal Engine. I know.
Unreal Engine 5.
Yo.
No, he said it was better. Matrix, the Matrix demo or INFINI?
INFINI all day.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Imagine INFINI in that city, though. Like, with the-
That'd be too much. That'd be too much. That'd be too much.
It would be like you're playing Doctor Strange.
Yeah, no, for real.
No, actually, what's the other?
It would be like that.
The shit where the shit was turning the city.
Oh,
What is it got popular with the trailer when it's like, "Brrr," you know.
yeah, I know what you're saying. The Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Inception.
Yes.
Inception.
okay.
It's pretty much just like that too. It's really crazy. It's really crazy.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that game Fez. When you what you just explained, the 3D where it's 2D.
Oh, when you move
But
around like that
you
though.
could change the perspective of 3D. Is that the
Yeah.
influence? or?
No, it's actually going to be a fixed camera.
Oh,
and everything's
okay.
going to be kind of isometric.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a top-down kind of feeling a
I
bit.
like that.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
a
was
bit
it,
like
the-
kind of old Zeldas, but isometric instead of straight like in Zeldas.
The Taurus
Eh,
was like
yeah.
that. I remember that was another indie game that I played by the same. Shoot, it was a Nintendo developer
game
that did. What's that?
It's like that game right up there. I can't see it though.
What game?
What's that? The isometrical. I forget what it's called though. It's on
But
the
it's like
wall.
sprite work,
Sprite,
but it's
yeah.
3D sprites. Like they're like blocky characters.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. Taurus is like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the game for PS3 that's like Zelda, No Heroes or something. Not No Heroes, but something like that.
No more heroes.
No.
No.
It's like a game like you have a big ass sword. It's like Minecraft but Zelda. Yeah, it costs a lot now.
Pixel Heroes?
Yes,
Pixel Hero?
Heroes.
Yes, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
No, we're trying to we're trying to like figure out like the like what you just explained, but
Yeah, and I guess it's kind of that point of view,
Okay.
Pixel Hero, but instead of, well, yeah, it looks a lot like that actually.
okay.
Yeah, that kind of like that. But like we didn't really learn from INFINI where we try like making a game that's really hard to explain concisely so people get it easily. We didn't really learn. So what we're trying to make with our new game is kind of a game where everybody starts off from like the same point in like on the like it's on an island in the world, so everybody starts like with at the same place in the game, but you can start making choices that are going to affect the game and are going to change the way like the island is going to go, like the people on the island, like what's going to happen to the people or like the places,
wow.
like the choices are going to affect that.
Okay.
And the main idea of the game is you can save like your game with the choices you've made, and then you can start trading saves with other people to see like what are the other states that you can get the island in,
Wow.
given
Oh.
different the
So
other
you get
choices
to
that
see it
people
all
have
from
made.
other people.
And
That's
yeah,
interesting.
That's
so,
pretty dope.
so yeah, that's the kind of hook of the game.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
That's
I'm interested already. I want
Yeah,
to see.
man.
Now we all have to play and see what it turns out.
Yeah.
We got to keep an EA.
My whole island will be on fire.
Wow. That got dark.
My whole island will be
I
on
killed
fire.
everyone. Wait, what?
Oh, let's trade. Let me see what you got. Oh, shit. I don't have nothing to do with that.
Like, all right.
your
I'm
island.
good.
I'd have one room under the island.
And you're just hiding. You're just hiding
this
from
guy.
everything.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
go on
you-
his island. Fuck his island.
No,
So that's what I
news.
said the game we were talking about was 3D Dot Game Heroes. Yeah, that's what that was.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But that was like the Zelda Minecraft kind of spin on. That game costs like $500 now.
What game?
It's ridiculous. 3D Dot Game Heroes.
Oh, chill. Oh, I ain't got that money.
Probably not 500, but it's up there. It's up there.
I got that.
Sounds like Magic Knight Ray Earth.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can trade that for a PS5.
And it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it right now.
But man, man, come on.
It's not worth it.
But yeah, I'm glad you guys are working on something, and we're looking forward to seeing that.
In the eShop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to see a trailer for that like next week.
You're gonna wait maybe a couple of years.
Games take time, man. How long did
Yeah,
INFINI take to make?
Well, we started working on Infinity like really part time. We'd work like every Saturday just on the game because we had like full time jobs and everything. So we didn't make a lot of progress at the beginning. So we, over it spanned a period of like 6 years.
Okay.
But for many years we were just like working only Saturdays and part time and not making a lot
Not
of
like
progress.
full time
but-
on the like every day and shit like that, right?
Yeah, no. But we got like at some point we started working full time on game. So we worked like maybe 1 year full time from like where we were, and with that full time of work we were able to like finish the game and make something that we were happy with.
Cool.
On your on a new game, are you looking to expand like more than a 2-man group, or you still gonna work on it with just the two of you?
What are you trying to get a job, man? Let me
Oh, no,
I'm
no,
joking.
He's like, listen, I got
I can type out the
Send my resume,
a couple
man.
of paragraphs.
He got the paragraphs. I got the voice acting. What you need? What you need?
Actually, I can do some voices too.
I can do some voices.
Help you with the artwork.
And I can tweet it out.
You can tweet it out.
For your marketing right there. Man. Marketing.
Yeah, community manager.
There you go. There you go. It's community manager. That works.
Yeah, man. Manage the community.
Yeah, no, we're only going to be the two of us working on it mainly. But maybe we're going to get some people for like very specific stuff if we decide to like voice acting for some, parts of the game or stuff like that. But
Yeah.
mostly just the
there
two
you
of us.
go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold out hope. I work for just $25. That's all. That's it. Just give me $25 bucks. I'm good.
$5.
I thought you worked for a beer, man.
$5.
$25 in a beer and some wings.
Put it on Fiverr.
There we go.
Cheap labor right here.
Yeah, we're at man cheap. Pause.
Oh boy.
I can't.
Well,
That's dope though.
yeah. Any other questions in the chat at all, or anybody else have?
Yeah.
any,
Did we skip anybody?
I think
No.
we got everybody.
We got everybody.
Yeah, we got everyone.
We got Turbo. All of his.
I think so. Yeah.
We got Turbo.
Let's see.
He's
Let me
probably
see
not
that.
even in the chat anymore.
Oh,
He got a baby. He got a baby to take care of.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, man.
He is the baby.
He's
Wow.
taking care of himself.
He's the
He's like, applesauce.
Wow.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
But no, I think we got all the questions.
dope.
Okay.
Dope.
And we found out about the sequel, and and we found out about the new game. he's
And the
working on.
co-op and all that.
The
stuff.
working
gonna be
titles,
VR.
parallel.
Got that exclusive info we got.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we
yeah,
good. We
yeah.
good.
We actually haven't talked about all of publicly about the new game a lot, so it's kind of exclusive content.
Yeah.
There you go.
You heard it here
You
first.
hear it here first, guys. That's right.
Oh, he's nice.
That's right. I'll be on the lookout for it.
I like exclusives.
Yeah. So now, is this title that you're working on right now? You're working on this full time right now?
Right now, we're not working full time on it,
Okay.
but we hope to start working full time.
Okay.
Maybe in the year to come.
Ah, okay.
And what's the name of that game again?
Paralisence.
Ooh,
Paralysis. All right.
Harris has another question. He wanted to know if you played LSD Dream Emulator or Simulator.
LSD Dream Emulator.
Yeah, I did play it a bit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know.
I
that.
never
I didn't know that was a thing. That's a
No,
thing.
because
It's a PlayStation 1 game.
Oh. Oh wait. I think yes.
You said the next game better have ray tracing.
VR, man. VR.
You want that light effect, man. You want that reflection.
VR would be just
too much, too
Oh,
intense.
yeah.
My head would
I don't know.
explode.
I don't know if I could handle
My
that,
head would
man.
explode. Al could play it.
It would be
could-
like
no,
Tetris.
man.
It would be like Tetris VR
Tetris
with all the
Eff-
lights.
Tetris Effect VR was like dude, my eyes hurt.
That's an
so
LSD
much.
simulator.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's too
Basically.
much. Yo, Tetris connected VR.
Nah, chill.
Only for
chill.
10 minutes. No more than 10 minutes. You did it for like a half hour.
I did it for an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, an hour?
How you did
Yeah,
that?
your
That's
mind.
crazy.
My eyes were watered. They were like, oh.
Yeah, you need like a glass of water and counseling.
I need to see an eye doctor after that.
That's vicious. Too much. Too much.
Yeah, man.
But it's
No,
dope though. It's dope.
But Emeric, man, thank you so much for being joining us today and being a guest.
Hell
man.
yeah,
we wish
man.
you more success, man.
And let everybody know
Thanks.
where they can find you, where they see these titles come out, so we can support that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have Twitter at barnacjeu.
Mhm.
So that's jeu, that's French, but yeah, at barnacjeu. And yeah, we have a channel on the Nakana Discord. So if you just go on nakana.io, you can find the Nakana Discord, and we have a channel there, so you can come chat with us, ask us anything. Well, we're there, we're active, and eventually we're gonna have our own Discord for the new game too. So yeah, we're also gonna like put in Nakana, so if you want to keep follow the progress of our new game, you can find it there.
Okay. Okay.
Dope. Dope.
Cool.
Finally, we got to have someone from INFINI on
Yes.
here, man. So happy.
They're dying.
so happy. It
Over
finally
a year,
happened.
man. A year and a half, I think, around there, right?
I was
When
like,
the
God,
borders open back up and we come back to Montreal, we got to grab a drink with you.
yes.
Oh,
For
yes.
sure. Yeah. Give us just
Definitely.
write us an email. Yeah, it would be our pleasure.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Thanks,
that'd,
for
be,
us.
that'd be amazing.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
and I'll bring some special snacks.
Yeah.
My man's trying to get arrested.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Maybe, I don't know. Get deported.
They're like, you can't come over here. Get your ass out of here. They can go. You can't.
Later delinquent.
I was like, you can stay there if you want.
man.
We are out.
Oh,
Thanks again.
thank you once again,
Emeric,
man.
thank you so much, brother.
Thanks to
Thank
you.
you, dude.
INFINI, man. You got to beat that game. I want to see the end of this game.
Oh, dude, I've been wanting to play it this past weekend, but I was, it's just too much.
Be sure to check out that game, y'all. Go to the eShop. And it's coming out, like you said, on Xbox and PlayStation coming up.
Soon.
Trippy
man.
stuff,
Yeah,
but
be
it's
on the
really
lookout.
cool.
So
Really
all,
cool.
any system you got.
That's a big deal that it's going to get
yeah.
translated to, Japanese and other
Yeah.
languages. That's huge deal.
Yes, sir.
That's sales right there, man.
It feels good talking to another developer, man. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, man.
Been a minute.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Got to pick that brain.
I like seeing the creativity. I like seeing the creative process of how they come up with certain things,
Yeah.
It's fascinating. It's very fascinating, because if you're a creative type and you have your own little set system of how you do things, and their system is just like, we do this. And he's known his partner since, what, kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
What?
Yeah, so that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
So they know each other.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
know it.
Yeah.
And that's, you got to work with somebody like that. You got to. That's how level
And it's cool that they
That's how
got to
level
bring it out.
857 is,
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
Whenever you know somebody for that long and then put out some material, it's like, yo, that was just destiny.
Because we got synergy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Yep,
right.
yep. Jim, truly outrageous. Finish.
Oh, dude.
What?
Oh, dude.
So,
God.
moving on.
Oh, man. Guys, everybody knows out
Came to
there.
a screeching halt.
Yeah, well, that's how you end
Yeah,
discussion.
no, we got to bring it back on track. With the
That's how you end
first
it.
Monday of every month, we do the Indie eShop recap.
And that's how we found INFINI.
yeah, man.
You never know what you're going to find in there.
Oh, yeah. We don't know what we're going to find next month. So,
But y'all can watch and join us
hell yeah, man.
as we do.
That's 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Tactical Tuesdays with me, Algie857.
That's you.
This week, actually, we're going to be playing co-op. I'm going to be playing with Sticks.
Ooh.
What?
He's like, I didn't know.
In the forest. Let me stop. I'm
Yeah.
talking about the, let me stop.
Starting fires or
Ibn Ibn
Ibn
Y'all playing Ibn?
Ibn It's a
Ibn-
co-op puzzle platformer. I've been wanting to play this for a while, and I can't wait to play it, man.
Yeah,
So, guys, tune in, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Tuesday, coming up.
Yeah.
And then, of course, what you're watching right now or listening is the video game podcast that we do live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, unless, we tell you otherwise.
And we got another guest
Oh, yes.
next week.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So follow the socials to find out who that is.
Oh yeah.
I've heard he's a big daddy.
Oh, he just broke the news right now.
Yeah, right. That's like
Big Daddy Cool Diesel from WW.
He's a cool guy.
just giving it away, man. Just giving stuff
Kevin
away.
Nash.
God
Be
damn.
sure to check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now y'all know who it is now. Y'all know who it is. We
Just
gave you
give
the
him-
wrestling reference. We gave you the year. We gave you the Big Daddy.
And if you want to know and you don't know, if you don't get any of the references,
If you don't know, now you know. You know.
just tune in, y'all. Just tune in.
Then we got Thursday Thrills, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I will be playing. I'm doing another random stream this week, so we're gonna be playing multiple games on the Game Boy Advance. We're doing that. A lot of games that I probably haven't really put a lot of time into. I'm gonna check them out, and if you guys have any suggestions for me to play on there, be sure to check it out and let me know, and I will play it.
Player.
Good. Then we got Fighter Fridays with Big Choco.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I only play Dragon Ball Fighters. But this week I'm gonna stray from my norm and play Demon Slayer. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with the Demon Slayer entertainment arc that's airing right now. Fire,
Is it
Really?
literally.
Okay.
Fire,
like burning?
fire.
It's on fire.
Hey, as long as they ain't no,
Fire.
Flames.
as long as they ain't no Smash Bros.
Flame.
That was pretty rough.
I ain't scared to play Smash Brothers.
Whoa.
And what other shows we got?
And
I ain't
then
never scared.
we have two randomly streaming live shows. The Backlog Break, where we play all the games that we have in the never-ending backlog.
It'll never end.
And
I only got like 2 games left. I'm about to break that down.
and then of Smash-O-Matics.
Smash-O-Matics, me and Turbo 857
Teaching
teaching
lessons.
lessons of Smash-O-Matics for you motherfuckers.
That's right, man. That's right.
For all you motherfuckers.
That's right.
All right, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
I said
Everybody out
fuckers.
there, if you're listening on or watching, actually, if you're watching this on Twitch, follow us, man. Do yourself a favor and follow us. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button. Subscribe.
Join that
to the
Discord
channel.
too.
Oh yeah, join all our socials. They're right there in front of you. If you're watching the screen, you see it, click it, follow us. And
share this with your friends, your family, your side pieces, your mistresses, your sneaky links.
You love sneaky link.
I love
He's just throwing that word in there, man.
It's such a dumbass word. It's a dumbass word, and I love it.
Just look up level 857 on any of these socials, and you'll see us there.
Just ignore all the Candy Crush content.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Yes,
That's
yes.
We
definitely
actually
not
took
us.
that over though. There's only like
we
maybe
did.
one in there. now.
Yeah,
for the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Every once in a while,
Yeah, there's a couple of mobile games that hit up level 857. Come on, that's too many levels.
Yeah. But yeah, man, we're gonna see you guys next week. Awesome stuff, man. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Until next time, y'all. Peace.
Later.